Motherfuckers.
Hello, motherfuckers. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da.
Guys,
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
so la- so last time we were here. Mm-hmm.
It's a delayed detonating, my bad.
So last time I was fucking trying. So last time we were we got the auditors done. They are friendly. We got a door. That's right. Not just any door, a hell door placed upon the vault. And we also got some, what the fuck else did we do?
We talked to Mark. That's about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plotted on greed.
Huh?
And I gave
Oh.
I gave Orion an existential crisis experiment for what I
That's
knew.
true. What were
Solstice
you gonna say,
modified
Tara?
the Martyr of Starlight to allow Fire Fist to fit inside.
That is true. What were you saying, Tara?
I was saying that we were plotting on greed as well.
Yes.
So
Okay. Well, that. Whenever you guys are ready to roll.
Ready?
ready to roll? Rumble.
I mean, we were ready to roll before stream, so
I'm always ready. I'm the readiest ready that readied.
Yeah.
Just as ready as I am for Max Verstappen to win the Drivers' Championship next week at Abu Dhabi.
Can I mute him? Actually, I
Yeah,
can mute him. I have that
way
power.
I love how we already got a deer stuck now.
Shut up. It's fine. Also, hi. Welcome back.
Hello.
Viv, you ready?
Yeah.
Cool. So the way that Tits works is that I have basically a person model or a person hitbox. And so what's happening is that the deer are getting jammed into the nape of the neck. And because of that, they won't move and they're just there eternally. They shouldn't be there eternally. They should despawn, but they don't do that because they don't care. So that's
I like how she asks everybody if we're ready to start, and then she goes into explaining tits.
I saw a question after that. Okay, deal. But yes. So, bruh. So
I need to go get my keys. I can jingle them for you.
Bruh. So we return with File Fist, File Cabinet, alone in the archives after having made the beautiful door. After having Hephaestus make the beautiful door.
And we already set the curse back up for anybody who enters without going through the door.
Or without isn't permitted to be there, yeah.
Right, yeah.
You also saw that the nuggets were shifted.
I didn't notice that. That was some bullshit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I mean, if you can bring it up, I can explain it.
Better not. Well, if that's all in place, then Fire Fist will head back to the Martyr of Starlight.
You got it? Let me just go back to where I'm going. Huh.
After locking the door on the way out, of course. arming the evil trap that sends people to hell.
The evil bastard system.
I'd love to see the look on Greed's face if he shows up there.
The
Unfortunately.
Exodus pre-upgrade. What an odd file name.
Nope. I'm gonna give me a second. Okay.
I think everybody was in the kitchen.
If we're in the kitchen.
I was
Including
I was
Luna.
I was still in Firefist room working on the.
I love how you instinctively put Alice in the chair.
Oh,
Alice
that
is
wasn't
watching
even
me work on
intentional.
their
That was just where the edge of my screen was.
Alice is watching me work on their bed.
Sure.
So she can make sure there's enough room for her still.
Is
I
this,
just- I
is
have-
this
I have a-
really sound?
It's gonna need to be.
There you go. Feel free to place yourself as you would be.
Yeah, it was giving Ryan trouble from here. Not really trouble, but we were discussing.
Yes, that is true. Yippee! All right, we're good to go.
Phew.
All right, Firefist, you come in.
Yeah.
You see Ryan at the table looking completely fucking lost in thought and upset.
You hear sawing and banging sounds coming from your bedroom.
That's a party in my room. I'm not even there.
Hey, Firefist.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi. Well, good news is the door's in place now, and everything is copacetic. Putting the curse back on there. Someone does manage to go in without actually opening the door the proper way. Well, they're in for a nasty surprise.
Sweet. Okay, so that leaves us with two current plans. Mark's actually third point. Do you know where Greed keeps these artifacts that he's been gathering and what they are?
So, I do know that he has placed an occasional artifact in um, a chest within the facility you got me out of, actually. The most
Mhm.
important one is a book of forbidden spells. Beyond that, I have noticed that he keeps taking, or kept taking, a lot of the artifacts into the excavation zone. As for why he would do such a thing, I can only guess.
And it's concerning. Okay. That book really needs to be taken care of, though, so that's going to be one of my targets. So Firefist, we're planning on having Luna, Alice, and Solstice head to the Templars to do a bit of diplomacy to take away the chance of them allying with the Cog, because that's one thing they're trying to attempt to form an inquisition against you.
Fair enough. I guess a good question is, are we going to be telling them that we've already put a cease to their plans of finding the other key?
No, because that's just one of their plans. The problem is right now they are targeting the getting at the artifacts is probably one of their plans, but they also are getting the artifacts from the lake, and they are also just trying to raise an army against you. The Templars reduces. Right now, our primary focus was the army. If we handle the Templars, with half the party, and the other half goes and figures out what he's got that's keeping the Cogs families from rebelling, from escaping, we can take away all his manpower, and then it's the going and grabbing the artifacts he has already. That spell book is a problem, especially.
Sounds like a solid strategy to me.
Yeah. I'd be tempted to do all three at once, but I'm not sure we want to divide that low, especially I expect that given that how I stole marks, they're going to be expecting somebody with invisible sneaky powers, so it's going to be riskier for me to go back in there by myself.
Make a point.
Wouldn't be a problem, but for me, but still a risk, and I think if we focus on the armies first, We may have to rely on something drastic like Terra's purity gun if we end up fighting Greed while he's still got the artifacts.
I'm shooting somebody.
You might have to. You might be shooting the biggest asshole we've ever encountered.
I will happily wield.
The banging and sawing of Firefish room stops and Soul pops out. First off, it's done. Second off, thank God you're shooting someone that isn't me.
Oh, yeah, I can do it again.
Are you still
swear to
guilting her
God.
about that?
No, kind
Get
of.
over it. Get
A
over it,
little
man.
bit. I'm gonna go put my shit away. Hang on.
You entirely you entirely deserve that. You were trying to fight Fairfist.
I wasn't. He was. We were. Kind of. It was fun. Anyways, I go change.
Yes, Weasel. And also, there is whoopsie. There is a bargain in chat. Vat says so. Things have been very tense, very heavy as of late. Vasha doesn't like how everyone is so upset. Vasha has a little bargain for you all. Let Vasha play a little song, a little tune, without shutting it down, and if you succeed in listening to it in its entirety, you will regain 5 years of your life, or 5 insight.
I
I'm
don't think
game.
we're gonna. I'm
Feels
game, but we're not
very
gonna be.
one-sided.
We're not gonna be together for much of this at all.
If she wants to do a little dance on the table now.
That's my point. Is that now would be the perfect time for anyone who wanted to do it.
I'm just
No,
curious. how she's gonna
specifically
play
insight
music.
for Wreath. There you go.
What's the downside here?
Yeah, that's the
What's
thing.
that
That's
word?
very one-sided.
The song.
Yeah, I was going to say, depending on what the song is, it may be
what's
absolutely psychological hell.
What's the song?
You say that, Vath, but I'm still 37.
You meant,
I think she means
No,
me.
wait, actually 32.
Trust has it. Okay. I mean, you know what? Fuck it. We ball.
I want it.
Sure.
I like to imagine Vash with a little speaker. she's
So-
dancing around the speaker on the table. It's like a little JBL flip.
So,
Wow.
Tara, you see Vasha kind of crawl down or rather, you feel Vasha crawl down your neck and your arm, and with a leap and a bound, she jumps across Kiwi's little cranium and slaps her face against the intercom. So you hear a little bit of fox-like chirping before Saber processes a command.
What the fuck? She doesn't have.
Oh,
I'm not allowed to do that. Okay, you know what? Joke's on you. I actually like this song.
That's a really good song.
It is.
I'll fucking listen to that. That's free.
Yeah, I like this song.
5 years in real time.
The funniest
cool.
part is
So-
fucking Orion's having a deep existential crisis about her identity while this is playing.
Actually,
Cool. I'm now 22. That's cool.
I'm just going to look at Orion. What's her problem?
What is?
Oh,
Ah,
I told her what the auditors told me, which includes knowing exactly her personal secret plans, and I have been attempting to dissuade her from doing something that'll kill us all. I'll catch you up on the road later.
I was going to say, I'd love to know what they all actually came to conclusions of.
one more time, Rage. You were a little bit jumbled.
Oh, yeah, he said he would love to know what the auditor's conclusion was for everyone.
We're not a threat.
Not surprising, but a welcome surprise.
I mean, the auditor's real concern seems to be what Andromeda / Solstice and Orion decide to do with their powers. They didn't even ask me any questions. Presume they already knew everything I had to say, to be honest. They already knew about the whole wanting to take out the Queen of Glass Palace thing.
See, the thing is, I think they kind of, I don't know, they didn't really have a good read on me at all. I don't know. I think they assumed I was gonna be more unhinged. I thought Fawn was great.
I mean, in fairness, you being slightly stable is a recent thing.
That's very true. She did ask about when I assaulted and chased down the guy at the sparring contest. There was
I have
that.
his business card if we need it.
Ooh, so you beat him up again? No, kidding. And
He specifically asked to not be involved if you were around.
What? Look, I have gotten better.
You personally threatened to kill him if you ever saw him again.
Oh, I did say that, didn't I?
Yeah, he just listened to your threats.
Okay, that's you know what, that's fair.
Careful
man
to
of
go
his word.
following direction.
And I don't know about you, but they had way more knowledge than they should ever have.
Yes. Well, no, they were missing a lot of knowledge of specifically the facility and the kiln.
I mean,
Solstice-
honestly, they let me hear Orion's personal thoughts by warping in a nugget and modifying it.
How the fuck did they get a nugget? I thought someone touched those goddamn thing.
They
That's
told
fine.
me it was better to not ask, and so I didn't.
Did someone say my name a second ago?
That's fucking terrifying.
I
So-
mean,
Someone started to say solstice.
Yeah, that was me. Solstice, they knew about my final spell, and that's not something that I've told anybody other than Nova. And I don't know how they got that information. It might be written down in some dusty ass journal or something, but as for how they got that, I could only guess.
It looks like they get their information from a bunch of different sources? Question mark? I don't know. I can't really.
remember, he blasted the Queen of the Glass Palace from here.
That's
That was
true.
great.
Wait.
Yeah. But, like, let's not forget, they have no worry about taking on corruption costs. So they can do, like, ultimately these, what's the word, vessel?
Conduit.
The conduits will have frightening means and powers.
Those
Like-
sunks on the bad side.
If I could have unlimited spell use without corruption, I could literally go through your entire brains.
You see, like, Kiwi in the background is like, he hears this, he's just chilling though. He's paying it no mind.
I mean, Kiwi's Kiwi. We're not worried. I think Kiwi's figured out the ungodly amount of powers he's got.
All right, well, let's focus on tasks ahead for a moment. What do we know about the families who are being held captive? We already know the plan of attack and finding the artifacts, but in
We know
terms of-
we know where they are, and we know they're in the Spires near Orsu territory. So I'm thinking we need to do a run to investigate, a preliminary reconnaissance run to find out what's going on with them, and then we might need to get the Orsu involved in protecting them.
possibly. We don't have a lot
mean-
of time, I suspect.
When the cogs, when we do finally deal with Greed, the cogs will be leaderless. The Orsu might actually be a good choice of faction to absorb them.
Quite possibly.
I can you guys are doing some reconnaissance. I could probably go and talk to the Ristu.
We could do that.
I mean, at the very least, I was their domination, so maybe that holds for something now.
I mean, they like us. I'm not worried about the Orsu. They just want a voice at the council, and they've got it.
Yeah, that's fair.
If the king's party is personally asking them for stuff or going to see them, like it's just positive for them. And
Did you
it might
mention
work out
that?
in their favor
Good,
too.
sorry.
It might work out for them too to help us on this one. So go ahead.
Did you mention that you do know where the families are?
Yes,
Okay.
the
So if we
Spires.
know where the families are, and what's really stopping us from just going there and taking them back?
Well, that's the thing. The families are there, but they're free to go, which makes no fucking sense. If they're being also used as a bargaining chip, so we need to go find out what Greed is doing that's keeping a hold on them.
That would be definitely pertinent to find out.
Yep. So, Firefist, you're free to join whichever group you want. I mean, I'm sure Luna can handle the Templars, or you can join in there and come meet us after to finish up with the families.
I'm trying to think of where I might be able to make the most impact, because obviously anywhere I go is going to draw some attention.
I do think the Templar. We're talking about very. It's going to be very tricky diplomacy with the Templar. You going there is either going to be really help or be bad because they might piss you off.
That would be wise not to try to piss me off, but I can see your point.
I mean, they're still your subjects, even if their leadership is shit. But if we're trying to convince them to not join a rebellion against you, it's better to be tactful. But if they provoke you, I guess. But at the end, it's your decision. If you want to make, we're currently facing making enemies of two of the most powerful factions in your city. We're trying to bring that down to just one and hopefully zero if we get the families.
That's fair. I think the families are definitely important. I dare say more important even than the Templars at this point, because if we can get them out of harm's way and guarantee their safety, well, then Greed has no power.
Correct. Well, he's still got those artifacts, which is why that's going to be the next thing we're going to have to think about.
He
Or we
does
can
have
just
some artifacts, but he also doesn't know necessarily what they do, or doesn't realize that we have our own.
I mean, he's not dumb. We have to remember. So we'll have to take him seriously, and he does have a artifact called the Book of Forbidden Spells. I'd rather not take risks. It's better we erode his power and then kill him. Especially somebody who's very well known for resisting both assassination and rebellion, like he is.
It's a good point.
It's also
He should be
important to remember that
Yep.
from what we do know, every time he's attempted to join the tournament, he has proceeded to kill every one of his opponents.
Thought that was allowed.
It is allowed, but from what I heard, or at least from what I was overhearing when we were in the crowd, apparently they were less like duels and more like massacres. So he probably has some type of experience, in
So
that area as well.
let's consider him a queen level threat on a personal level, and we'll figure
I'm
it
good
out
with
from
that.
there. Even if it turns out he's not, he should be treated as such for our planning purposes, which means we erode his power as much as possible before we actually take him on.
It sounds like you all agree that he might be the primary focus, and Templars will be a secondary.
Well, the Templars are part of it, right? If they are, the Templars are, he is currently attempting to get the Templars on his side.
It's true. However, if he's taken out of power or taken out entirely, then they have no one to convince them.
I agree, but I say let's solidify that now so that they don't figure out what it takes to get them to not ally with him right now, while part of us go and take care of the families. But if you think the families are a priority, you can join me, Tara, and Orion.
I do think they are a priority, considering right now we consider them citizens in danger versus the others, where they're just in a stalemate with decisions to make.
Sure. Luna, Alice, and Solstice, don't do anything dumb, please. But can you guys handle see what you can do about the Templars?
That was the plan. That's why I went and put my suit on.
Okay, perfect.
I'm feeling all sorts of limber.
You just wear the suit for fun?
Yes.
Oh, what? No.
You do look good in it.
Thank
You
you.
see,
I mean, if you didn't know it, for all we know, Andromeda prefers the style dress, and you just catering to their wants.
I mean, he does, and he does ask, and sometimes I oblige, but today it's for business.
Okay, I'm glad to know you have a metrosexual voice in your head that's critiquing your outfits.
Oh my!
Shut up.
All right, let's. Anything else that's a plan? Kiwi, you're keeping Mark safe.
You see Kiwi like open up his mouth, reach into it, and pull out like a little blade. And it
Why
is
was that?
Terrifying.
I
You know
didn't know
what?
you could do that.
I don't even want to know.
Reith reaches in his own mouth and pulls out like a handful of knives too.
you you see Mark's was initially just like
Try
Yo,
not to worry
yo.
about this.
How'd you do
Kiwi is extremely competent and extremely powerful.
Yeah, and Mars, if anything does happen, just tell Saber to get me, and he'll get me. All right.
Actually, so you might want to give him temporary access so he can enable skiff mode in case he's in imminent danger.
Yeah, actually. So if anything happens, get to the bridge, tell Saber to enable skiff, and it'll lock that room down. I'll make the change right now so you can actually do it. But just get in the bridge, say Saber, enable skiff mode, and he will lock the bridge down. All right.
Saber could reach out to me too if needed, so we can get both.
Yeah, he can get me or Reith or both. Actually, both probably best. All right, Marks. Marks, did he faint?
he slowly turns his eyes from the fucking radiant purple blade in Kiwi's hands to you and is like, yeah, Saber, skiff mode, got it. Will do.
Okay. Saber, give Marks access to skiff mode.
Complete.
Fantastic.
And-
All right, guys,
and
ready to go.
And access to communications.
That's a given.
Okay,
It's
cool.
Understood.
All right, we've all got our assignments and what our objectives are. If you run into trouble, of course, we'll reach out as soon as possible.
All right.
So,
let's
okay,
go.
one more time. Firefist, Reith, and Orion are going to do what?
We're going to where the families of the cogs are kept to find out why they are being greed, basically.
Okay, and Tara's going to check with the Arisu.
Tara's coming with us, but the Orsu are nearby, and we'll probably be recruiting them for help on this one.
Okay.
I can go ahead and just take care of that little side mission for y'all if you guys trust me with it.
Side mission.
Well, talking to the Arisu,
It's kind of a peripheral.
divide and conquer.
Eh,
Oh, don't think I can be
mean-
trusted with it?
No, I think you can be trusted with it. I just don't know that it's that like. Go ahead. We'll do reconnaissance first, and I mean, probably not gonna get a whole lot of resistance if they're free to go. Just gonna grab one of them and be like, "Hey, yo, so why do you listen to this guy?" So far, they're pretty forthcoming.
Okay, well, I'll come with you guys, get the information we need, and then split off and let the Arista know what exactly we're gonna need.
Yeah,
Does
we'll
that
make
work
a
better?
plan. Yeah, we'll make a plan once we actually know what's going on.
Perfect.
Also, Sarah, at some point, Be wise to reach out to Sam, let her know we'll be needing her assistance as well as the rest of the Sisters of Malice. That gets a chance to redeem for some of the lesser mistakes that's been made in the past and help people out.
I mean, depending on what he's got on them, we might need their help with this too.
Very possibly.
I'll stop by after they're arrested then. I'll band with them for now and then branch off to let Senna know.
Was she not too mad after the Andromeda visit?
She seemed to be she seemed pretty chill with it, honestly.
Okay.
By chill I mean that, she threatened his life and, that sort of thing.
I mean,
Basically, she was ready to kill him and had no second thoughts about it if necessary.
I
yeah,
like
that
her.
one.
I look forward to meeting her. She sounds nice.
That result very well could come in handy.
Tara does not know. It's like that resolve could be a aid or a thorn in your side. You don't know yet.
Well, I would say
Hopefully not.
that. I would say they're probably tired of living in the swamp and living in disgrace. So, the opportunity to change that and get some of their old lifestyle back and especially better living quarters might be a great incentive.
The swamp they like. It's the fact that they can't really come to the city comfortably that sucks.
Now that can be
Yeah.
easily fixed if they're willing to work with Firefist.
That's what I'm
Exactly.
hoping.
Hopefully, reason will be established there.
Well, it's easy to get their help for a pardon, and you are going to need as many factions on your side as possible in the future.
Agreed.
You consider putting the Orisu and the Purifiers in contact so they can share equipment?
And it's a good thought. My first priority was to try to dissolve the conflict, but that is definitely on the roadmap. I think they would heavily benefit each other's assistance and knowledge.
Well, if we can get all the factions not bickering and actually working together, the city's going to thrive. And
Imagine what they could do with the addition of the kobolds and being able to help produce better equipment with more craftsmanship.
Yep, and we're also going to have to work on getting if you can fix the nature, or the leaks and get the environment of this place back together, you might have a chance to make this like the most thriving of the cities, which I guess is your objective.
I know Celsius is dying to get into the actual ship and find out more about it, so it's, if nothing else, there's more incentive for the other people in the parties who may need more personal reasons to do it.
We'll bring a leash.
Not even there, but damn.
Hey, it's been established that a lot of the wizards just do their own thing and do what they want when they want.
I mean, that's just Orion's philosophy.
I mean, and technically Tara is out of character considering she's like, I'll lie to the auditors to get my way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Who's saying I lied? Who's saying I lied?
And of course, Wreath just does whatever he wants anytime because fuck it, he can.
Pretty much. There's not just well, I guess not. That's a discussion you can have with him in character at some point.
Fair enough.
All right.
All right, Travis, take it away.
Well, I assume that large crystals are going to be part of our reasoning.
Alrighty. Boop. Let me make sure that I have obsidian up. And we will get
We
to
should have
that.
brought Kiwi. He would have just eaten the crystal.
I mean, alrighty. Give me just 1 second. Yeah. Alright. As you look for the families, when you get to these spires,
I think she just did Did we
Sorry, I
start a
just got
live shutdown?
dimodomed.
No,
Did you ever just shut that down?
that one stays. That
No,
one
I
stays.
limited the amount of times it's able to be redeemed, changed the way that it manifests so that it's less what the fuck? Why isn't it playing on stream side? It's only playing on my side. I apologize.
Just get that phantom sense. Get phantom dimodomed.
Bruh. So, refreshing the browser source did not fix the problem, and it has, in fact, reset the Doug Dimmadome, causing it to once again display the thing on screen and play it again in my ears. Yeah, okay, that's fine. For Wizard's purposes, sound alerts will just play in my ear. You'll get to make me insane, but not chat. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, sorry. Yes, as you reach these spires, which are below, if you reference our little map over here, they are below the main plaza. So essentially you will get out of, oh my god. So essentially you'll get out of the, the fucking cobalt area into the main plaza, and then south towards almost like where the Orisu are, between the Orisu and Greed's area, we got the spires. There are large rickety ass bridges that go between each spire, and you can tell that they were definitely designed by other factions that are no longer here. What you do see, trailing down some of the spires closer to the Orisu base, and a very menacing large crystal in a coolant lake, river that has formed. You see that there are large spirals of staircases that go down these spires, and there are housing units that have been built into these spires. It looks like most of these things are created with like scrap metal, various refuse and shit, essentially. They've been hastily designed, and it is very obviously practically suicide to be walking around on these platforms, though the people in them are seeming to go about their daily lives.
Huh. Well, it's for housing, it's kind of metal. Pun intended.
It's something, that's for sure.
It's very packed.
Yep.
Wouldn't necessarily call it a safe living environment.
I mean, let's find out why, and we'll go from there.
Agreed.
I guess I will do the introductions.
Sure.
So I'm just gonna wander towards the spire and see if anybody shows up, or find the first person that's available.
Yeah. There are like there is a small family that is struggling to cross this rickety ass bridge. But you do run into them. They're coming from like the southwestern pillar. Sorry, I had to remind myself of cardinal directions for a moment. Toward the pillar you're on. And they like, oh, you're not. You are. You're a wizard, right?
Hi. Correct. We're actually here for some information about you guys.
Oh, did we do something wrong?
Your faction lead certainly did.
Ah,
So, I'm Wreath of the party of King Firefist. Behind me is King Firefist.
I'm Reed, representative of King Firefist. This is Firefist. Wait, what?
I'm here too.
And
Oh.
Tara and Ryan. So it is our understanding that your families are being pressed into service against their will.
Not as far as I'm aware. We have been warned that we will be uh, reprimanded or punished by greed if we decide to step out of line or, service another faction. And the Spires aren't really safe. But as far as direct threats to us, we haven't received anything other than vague warnings that some of our family members may be, the ones inside of the facility, may be in danger.
Have there ever been any accidents?
Oh, there have been plenty of accidents. Every now and then someone does fall into the coolant below, but, you know, it's so far
Such is the
down.
nature of that job. Yeah. Have there been any disappearances?
There have. Occasionally, when someone will get a bit too rowdy, uh, one of the members of the family will disappear without any trace. Normally, they can come out of the facility every now and then and have some time with us, but it's sometimes they just never come back.
Hmm. That's kind of spooky.
It can be. The only other strange thing I can think of is we every now and then have a service team that come to the spires. They don't seem to work on anything though. They just head straight down and inspect the base and then leave. We've asked them for some help, but they usually just ignore us, if not worse.
Oh, so they're kind of rude to y'all.
They they treat us as if we're not even here or as if we're inconsequential.
Hmm. Tara squints her eyes a little bit.
We need to go inspect the base.
Sure.
Wise. But before we do, I know you're not prohibited from leaving here necessarily, but obviously helping other factions is a direct contradiction of what you've been ordered against. So why does everyone stay?
One more time. Sorry.
Yes, basically, he knows they're not allowed to help other factions, but why are they staying there if they're free to go?
Oh, well, this is really the only place we've been given a home. If it wasn't here, we'd be in the facility, and there is a bit more comfort in being in the spires. It's not much, but and she like gestures back to the extremely dense living areas that span all the way down this fucking huge spire. It's if you had to guess, it's probably a few 100 feet down. It is really goddamn
Holy
high
shit.
compared to the it's basically the Orisu base is around about it's slightly elevated from like the what I would consider like the river level, right? And then there is a huge cliff face that spans up, and that is where like the swamps and etc. are. And these are slightly above the swamp in elevation. Um, so they basically gesture back to these, to the housing. Like it's not much, but it's what we have, and we work with that. And also, if we do leave, we'll never be able to see our family
You won't be able
that
to see
come
your
out of the
family and friends.
facility.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Everyone's connected to each other here.
So
Yeah,
basically,
that-
you stay to make sure you can see your family, and they stay so they can make sure to see you.
That seems to be about the right of it.
Yep. So that's pretty straightforward. We need to inspect the base because I'm concerned about that. Tara, I think you can go talk to the Orisu. We're probably going to recruit their help in stabilizing this place and reflux at those bridges. Well, I mean, if people plan on staying here, they're going to need some help there. and we're probably gonna need somebody to make sure this place stays actually safe.
Agreed.
But
If
I'm
nothing
concerned. I'm concerned that there's a contingency plan at the base that we're gonna find.
Very possibly. It's definitely worth a look. As for the
So
area, if everyone here actually likes this area, then we can definitely work on development to make it a better place for everyone. But if not, then we'll look into other means as well.
I would migrate away from it if possible, but I guess that's up to them.
Indeed, I don't intend on forcing people out of their homes where they don't want to go, but I do want to give a better life to everyone in the kingdom.
Agreed. All right. Yeah. So if Terry can go speak to the Orsu, don't bring them until we give you a signal that we're ready.
What would you like me to tell them?
Give them a primer on what we're doing and why we're trying to work on these people, and tell them where we may need their help in securing this area and keeping the people here safe.
Roger, Roger.
Oh, and one last thing before you go. She kind of like tugs on Reed's arm.
Yep.
The base of the spire where those men keep going, it's been locked off for a while to the public, but I guess that's not really a concern of you guys. But apparently there are pretty bad floods down there, so make sure you keep your eyes on the water.
Thanks for the warning.
It's much appreciated. We'll be back shortly, and hopefully with some better news. But in the meantime, if you need something, just let us know.
Of course.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. And you see this like small group. She kind of like ushers them back together, and starts heading around you to assumedly go toward the plaza for a while.
When nobody from their group is in earshot, Wraith looks back to the others. 80% chance there's explosives at the base of these.
Oh, for sure.
I guess you're right.
Oh shit, yeah, fair.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. This setup makes it very easy for him to threaten to just take out their entire faction. Of course, if he does that, then he loses all his supporters, but we have to tread carefully. We have to keep an eye on anybody who may be reporting back to him that spots us.
I imagine that his history of violence against his own people were more than enough to persuade them he'd actually do it.
He really, everything I've seen shows that he treats his people as disposable pawns. He does not care about them, and he will probably throw them all to their deaths if it's beneficial to him.
Agreed. Well, we got our objective. Let's go investigate the base.
Sure.
I wonder if there's a way to go for you two to disguise yourselves, because I am. Is there a way to get down there without being spotted by literally everybody on these spires?
I will say that after a while, it is far down enough that it kind of becomes hard to tell what exactly they're looking at. So they will see that there is someone there. I don't know that they would necessarily be able to put two and two together.
I'm going to have to be extra vigilant as well. As far as we can tell, that person meant well and has no ill intent, but for all we know, they could be reporting back to Greed right now.
They're also very. They don't seem to fully grasp how bad their situation is. And that seems to be the case. Like situations like this, they're all going to be forthcoming with us, but there's not much they can do. If their family's at risk, if they don't do something, they're going to do it.
Fair enough. And that's why I worry that they may still have to report something of that caliber.
All right. I need to get myself and Orion down there. Ryan, how good are you at explosive stuff? Like intentional explosive stuff, I should
You
say.
know, like, fair. I haven't done anything as far as non-magical explosives, but I have a good deal of experience in anima that explode.
If it's anima, then we're both going to be well qualified. If it's not, we may need Orsu's support.
Well, good news, we're right next to each other, so should be all right.
All right. I mean, the other thing we could do is just, Reef's cape like very briefly morph into wings and back.
Honestly, it might
Fancy.
not be a bad idea if you. Sorry, go ahead, Tara.
Oh, I was just saying fancy. That's all I had.
Honestly, it might not be a bad idea to check out the crystal. I'm not sure what kind of properties those things have, though I have seen them growing around.
Well, let's maybe start there and go see if that does anything. Yeah. Did they say anything about the crystal?
Did you say what now?
Did they say anything about the crystal? I might have missed it.
I don't think they did.
Okay. Well, let's maybe go check that out and make sure it might be part of all of this.
Possibly.
Yep. Well, let's start there. And maybe it'll be better if we sneak back in so that they don't know we actually went down, in case they're reporting. Well, let's go. Sorry, Tara.
Bye. I had a good run.
So you're going from the banks of the Orisu is how you're approaching that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Firefish, you are going like down the side of the spire to see the other side, yeah?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I was just kind of following the part.
Cool.
I think
And
we'd all avoid going via the spire for now, just to not alarm anybody.
okay,
Right.
sure. So as we end up in this very like it's we end up on these strange banks across the across this like coolant flow, right? Where we're not quite next to the thing, but um we can see it at a lot better. We can tell the details a lot better now that we're close. Give me just one moment. Did I write anything on that? I know what it is. I know what it does. But I don't know that I actually wrote it. I didn't. Well, fuck me. All right, it's fine. I know the information. It's fine. I can pull it out of my brain. You notice that the crystal that is in this corrupted coolant bullshit is growing ever so slightly. It is slowly and has been slowly getting bigger over time. You see new little shards of it crop up and pop up across the surface, and the crystals that are there are slowly morphing.
I would like to investigate it.
Sure.
Given that I do a bunch of research, it would be quite within me to want to look at this a little closer.
Sure. How would you like to cross the flow of coolant to get to the crystal?
Oh yeah, huh?
What is there? How far is it?
I would say it's probably like at least 20 feet from either shore.
Okay, I give her psychic copies.
Sure.
Tara gives a thumbs up as she is being. Can I be your Rotata? Spin me,
Sure.
spin me, spin me.
Reef spins her.
Yes, today's a good day.
So as you
Today is a good day.
feel free to describe how you NASA like gravity float over there.
I mean, Ruth would be in charge of that, so I'll let him describe it.
I mean, I'm just going to gently, slowly shift her over while keeping focus to keep her, make sure she stays safe.
Just
And,
admin fizz gun her over. Um,
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Tara is just like doing like she's like swimming motions. She's doing like a little backstroke.
mhm.
Like she's having a fucking fantastic. She's been hoping to like have this done like for forever. She hasn't known what to like. She hasn't just thought to just ask Rith like, "Hey, can you pick me up and throw me?" Like this is just a wonderful day.
Yeah. So as you get closer to this crystal, it does not appear like any you have seen before. Outside of the ones that you've kind of experienced growing along like the banks of corrupted areas. It is not a crystal that you recognize or a type that you recognize. It's not a stone that you recognize.
Hmm.
Uh, feel free to give me a roll and describe how you investigate this thing now that you're close to it.
I have a 7 for my roll.
Perfect.
And for my tools, I have a small I'm trying to think what they're called, the jewel magnifiers
Mhm.
that I've always had on my person,
Yes, of course.
of course. And I go to tweak the settings on it as I look at the jewel, and I compare the main crystal versus the budding crystals on it,
Sure.
seeing if I can tell what's spawning them.
You see that it is. You can't quite tell where the source is, but you do see that there is just like thin layer upon thin layer of this crystal growing on top of itself. You can kind of see like in the deeper one or deeper in the large crystal in the center, you can see the internals are kind of slowly shifting and morphing. Like shards of it are shifting at different rates. And on the outside, the budding crystals are just kind of rapidly growing in every direction and then eventually finding a stronger path up.
It's an onion.
Okay.
She
Seriously?
not you, onion. It's the other type of onion.
I understood what you meant.
Okay. So growing in layers.
It grows in
Anything else?
layers. It's got some gobbledygook on the center of it. Seems like
Is that the
up?
scientific term? Is that the
Yeah,
scientific term?
absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like all the power is coursing in the center of it, and the growth is just moving outward from there. So it seems to be mostly self-propelled. I can't really see anything that's pumping into it or creating anything else. Couldn't tell you what type of magic it is.
Is it magic? God knows what that Gillen's made with.
Oh yeah, fair, huh? I just kind of always assume, you know. That I have been thinking the whole time that's one of the fucking sugar crystals.
You think it's safe? Do you think it's safe for you to take a sample?
It seems mostly. I mean, I'm able to be this up close to it, and I'm not tasting radiation yet, so that's something.
You can taste radiation. Never
Here's
mind.
a fun fact. You can taste radiation. Go ahead.
I had a feeling I was gonna unlock a fucking. I should have known. I just should have known.
If you get heavily
Lick it?
irradiated, you start to taste pennies. But go ahead.
Vav, if you give me a bargain,
And-
I will lick it.
If you eat enough bananas,
No.
you die of radiation.
Yeah, you just have to eat like 6 million bananas.
Yeah,
Don't
exactly.
microwave grapes.
Don't do that either.
Tara, I see that look in your eyes. If you lick it, I'm not giving you any more uppies.
I have not tasted
Aw.
radiation. I did call poison control one time because I sourced a crystal from China and it was in very suspicious packaging, and those are known to potentially be taken from very spicy areas. So I was like, hey, could I just like hypothetically get you to potentially give me some information on these real quick? And they're like, fucking okay. And so we talked for a bit and they're like, yeah, you're fine. And I'm like, okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
um, I will. I want to do one more comparison.
There you go.
What is it like? Is it based in the coolant water?
It is.
Does
Uh,
it seem like the coolant is being brought up into it by any way that it can see?
One sec,
I
I
would say
can
that
refund that.
that's okay. I understand what she meant.
Oh wait, I'm not a mod here. I can't.
I understand what she meant. It's all good. She
No,
Vat said,
I'm talking about like refunding Vath's bargain.
"Yeah, I know.
Mm.
I'm saying I understand
Hmm.
what they meant."
But what if I licked it?
Yeah, they're saying lick the
Lick the
crystal, and if you
bargain.
do,
Oh, okay.
gain 1 free spell. And if it does end up being not safe, you take 10 toxicity in addition to
my
the other
kidneys.
problems.
My kidneys go straight to bees. Actually, no, it's
Yeah.
brain to bees. My bad. It's kidneys to toads.
So basically, you get even more poison on top of the already existent probable poison that's in the purple crystal.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we should refund that then. Good fair.
It's okay.
And you lose Uppy's privileges if you do it.
I don't want to lose Uppy's privileges.
Yeah, you don't have to refund it. It's okay.
Okay.
Bargains are to suggest a bargain. It's all good.
Oh, fair. My bad. I would like to take a sample of it, and I do still hold my question of if I can see the coolant being sucked up into it.
So I would say that the flow of the coolant around the crystal is a bit too strong to really see any other current than just it deflecting around the crystal. I will say, as you describe how you take a sample, how you would like to take a sample.
Tara would have a paint scalpel that she absolutely always has on hand.
Mm-hmm.
And chip off some of it into a vial. But she genuinely just always has some vials on hands.
Are you going for like
I think
one of the budding bits?
I would like to go for one of the budding bits.
Sure.
Because I figure that would be the easiest and thinnest to take off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you're able to definitely shave off a few pieces of this crystal, or a few chunks. Kind of as it's growing unstable, you're able to like pick off some of the bits that are partially disconnected.
Okay, and I am going to tuck those in. I will give a thumbs up to Wreath. I will look at the crystal longingly, blep out my tongue, and then give
I will
the
pull her
go
back
ahead for pulling
immediately.
back.
Oh my god, I'm not sure if you might be worse than Kiwi.
At least
Ate an
Kiwi
entire
could
jar of
stand the
edibles.
poison he eats.
Damn.
Anyways, if you're able to figure that stuff out on your own, great. If not, I mean, this kind of environmental science for this area might be exactly what you need the Sisters of Malice for.
I mean, I'll give it a shot on my own go, and if I can't, I might have a couple of those within them that I can ask. I'll do my
Sounds
best
good.
on it.
They're good at environmental science, right? Because you're going to need a lot of that in this city.
I hope so. That would honestly be really nice. And you see that Tara's tail is actually almost wagging.
Yeah, that's up
She
to,
quite likes the idea of that.
it's up to Firefist if he wants to make that deal with them. That's what I'd do.
Fully in
Tara's like,
consideration.
Go
I
ahead,
wasn't even
Firefist.
trying to be right on top of him. I just kept on fucking stepping on his fucking giant ass toes. King Grippers over here. I'm sorry, honey. What were you saying?
Someone's just mad they haven't been laid since he changed form.
Whoa.
All right.
I said what I needed to say as far as trying with the sample of that, so that's the best I have for this area.
Mm.
Farfus, do you want to go with Terra and me and Orion can go down to the base?
You think you're all right going by yourselves?
I
Yeah,
mean,
we'll be
you're
fine.
less subtle than we are.
You make a very good point. Just don't trip any explosives. Rather not come back to find you in pieces. Well, to be fair, Ethan, you can probably regenerate. I don't know for sure, but Orion, I don't want to find you in pieces.
Depends on how hot the explosions are, honestly. I'm more worried about taking down these towers because don't really want to kill the entirety of the Cogs families.
No, talk about a real quick way to create an immediate distance and to sow chaos in the kingdom. So if you get any
Yeah,
kind of bad feeling, then hesitate and don't go any further. We don't want to cause problems.
basically we won't fuck around with stuff we don't understand. We'll
I'd
just
rather
do
take
reconnaissance.
I'd rather take greed head on than I would put those people in danger.
And the question is, if it's possible, it's kind of a dead man's switch mechanism where those people are coming down to reset the explosives, or if it is explosives. If that's the case, then it would be easy to just evacuate. If it's something else,
Possibly, depending on how many people are actually present, that might take a while.
I mean, obviously, but if it's, yeah, let's see what we can do.
Fair enough. We'll go with Sarah then. Just be safe.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Okay.
Orion.
The Arist would probably love to hear from you, anyways.
Possibly. I guess to go make my grand appearance.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah. Would it be a fun idea to pass on to the Templar squad for a little bit?
1 second before we do that, Reith is
Oh, yeah,
going
what's up?
to cast a spell and make Orion invisible. Don't abuse of this. 4 insight, I think, for that. We've done it before.
Yeah, that works.
What
And
am
I
shouldn't I be
take
at
that
20?
you're taking that out of your sausage points.
I mean, I'm not consuming the whole sausage, but I will use whatever sausage points you allow me to.
Yeah, I'd say that's fine.
Sausage points is one of the wildest things that we've induced. It's like freaking D's nuts tokens. Sausage
Yep.
points.
If you let
And
me just do it, then yeah.
Go ahead.
So you're just letting me do it then?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Wreath itself is going to shapeshift into like a common critter, like a rat or something, whatever you'd expect to see a lot of around these things, and sneak down that way.
You kind of turn to like a dark furred jerboa type creature.
I mean, nothing too small because I do have some mass that can. But yeah,
I got you. And yeah, Orion, goes to protest against the spell and then realizes that it has already been done and they are already invisible. Ah, useful. And you head to the base of these spires.
mm-hmm.
As for the Templar squad, I actually have a proper map I can use for you. Give me just one moment, please. And then we'll just ignore this here. And also move you nerds over here. Well, I guess we should. Hold on. Sorry, I'm being indecisive. We'll go here for now. And then if you go that way, we'll do that. Sorry, Alice, you're being ridden by Luna.
Heyo.
So Templar squad, that would be Luna, Solstice, and Alice. As you kind of come up into this very rich area to the north, of the swamps, and to the north of the Cobalt, kind of like up an elevator, or large stairs, if you would like to do that. Uh, you notice that they are very quiet. All of the people here are very quiet. They seem to be deliberately looking away from you.
I don't really know what to do with that.
It is what it is, I guess.
Yeah. The only one who
Uh,
knows what to do here is Luna. She's the one who's
which,
experienced them.
yeah, which she's like, this is odd. They're normally not this quiet. Last time they were boisterous even about what was going on.
Didn't you? Did you talk to him after the sparring event?
Uh, not extensively.
Hmm.
And onward up the uneventful streets it is. Just a lot of stairs from people in houses, and a lot of scurried looks, and um, it seems like everyone's just trying to stay as far away from you as they can. It's like everyone's scared of you.
Of me?
Of someone, at the very least, in the party.
I'm gonna walk toward a person and see if they have any kind of reaction.
Yeah, they turn back to face you and are like, "Oh, I, um, sorry, I have something very important I have to get to. I'm running very late. I'm so sorry."
I'm gonna go back toward the party, grab Luna, and pull her with me towards someone and see how they react.
They are like they have their lips very tightly pressed together and are looking with wide eyes at Luna.
Well, there's our answer. They're scared of you.
That's amusing. Oh. Huh. Wow. So that'll be me.
What's up?
No, it's because of what happened. They obviously know. They think she's probably come back for, I don't know, revenge or something.
Maybe. I don't know.
Look, he's told to turn to like your dresser. Look, y'all, we're just here. We just need to speak with your boss. No ill will. We're here on business.
You get a very slow, shaky point toward where the palace is.
Thank you very much. Was that so hard? He's come on, guys. He's walking in that direction.
The second, I'm assuming you like let this person go at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The second you let them go, they immediately turn around and just haul ass, like uncharacteristically, impolitely, just haul ass down the street and tuck into a corner.
Damn, Luna, what did you do?
Oh, no, Alice, you were there for that.
For what?
Oh, right.
The whole
Uh,
dragon mommy thing.
I mean, I've obviously noticed the change, but I wasn't there when it happened. I know what happened, but
Oh, you weren't
You
at the
were.
competition.
She
No,
was.
she wasn't. She was not.
I have her in the notes. She
Oh
was
wait,
there.
yeah, she was. She did come for that, I think. You're
I
Yeah.
right.
showed up later on, but it had already happened, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, I think that's the case.
I don't think so.
I
It
don't
was
know.
the session where I lost power and I couldn't show up until like 10 p.m. or some shit.
Oh, that's right.
Yee. Um, so someone says, "Well, first off, what did you? It's fine." Um, and looks to Alice. Do you remember the tool that Marks was using to assess your ship?
Mm-hmm.
And you know the crown, the tiara that Orion used to have?
Mm-hmm.
I may have used the tiara on the crown or on the device, which it turned out was a nexus for a few different types of magic, and then broke the tiara so it couldn't disperse the magic.
Oh, that's fun. So how did it feel?
I had a brief, like, I'm assuming this is happening, like, on transit, like, as you guys are
Yeah, as we're
walking. Okay.
walking.
Well, it was weird. It felt like there were a lot of eyes on me all of a sudden, a lot of eyes I didn't recognize. And I became very acutely aware of things I never knew that I could sense. I got to cast magic for the first time, feel its pulse, feel its source from different places. It was fun, but I'm noticing a lot of those abilities have started to fade over time. I can't see into people as easily as I could before, and those eyes have averted their gaze, it seems.
Interesting. So is that every single one of them? Do you think the effect's temporary?
I'm not sure. I have noticed my magic has gotten weaker over time, but I've kept myself from casting just in case it becomes important.
Well, if you end up losing your powers, you still got us.
Yeah, that's
We
true.
can, and again, we were working out before. We can find a way to get you permanent magic. Let's presume our fucking searches away. It's not that hard.
And just
Right.
make her into freaking conduit number 3.
And as you guys do make this trek up, eventually you do end up at the stairs in front of this massive gold palace, um, in which the guards in front of it are understandably a little bit on guard. They're not
Oh,
quite sure why you're here and also what you're
oh,
doing and why she is with you.
come on, man. Look, we're here on business, okay?
And
Just
that
got
business would be exactly.
we are representatives of King Firefist, so
They
we speak
kind
with
of
your leader.
like look to each other and are like, just give us one moment. Um, and you see one of the guards like slowly open the door and slip between the cracks of the two sides. And you hear like behind the door there are very quick footsteps that are heard.
Soul turns to the one, turns to the other one and goes, so, been on the job long?
Oh, one more time.
Soul turns to the other guard. He's like, so, you been on the job long?
Yes, I was stationed here prior to the tournament, and they decided to keep my help.
Oh, nice. You pay well?
Yes.
Oh, good. Good. Glad to hear that. Do you
They-
like working with the Templar?
yes. The roads are clean, and the spaces are as well. The people are polite.
I have noticed that. Well, polite is a relative term when they actually
He,
tell you guys to
like,
actually talk
his
to me.
expression, like, shifts from concern to, like, a little bit of anger. You can detect that he's not quite happy with
Look,
that state.
Hey, look, I'm sorry. Sorry. It's just this is my first time here, and no one said a word to me except for you. My apologies.
You're walking with the closest thing we've seen to a demon.
Her? He pointed a thumb at Luna. Okay, I get that, but also I promise you, there's worse out there.
Like you.
Eh,
Like, and
That
he
was
stares
stifles laughter.
dead in your
Oh.
eye.
Oh.
he squints it. What would you know about that?
I mean, you were in the tournament. Everyone saw what you did. Everyone saw how you got in as the independent party.
Yeah, not my proudest moment.
Not your most subtle either. And as you hear, as that finishes, the guard is he mad? His demeanor has changed from I wonder if this is a problem to these guys are definitely a problem.
That's not what I was trying to do. God
and
damn it! I should stop talking.
and
Solstice fails at small talk.
you hear like me too, buddy. You hear like the same step, 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 coming back to the door, and you hear loud like slam, 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 of like someone walking very, very heavily. It's very clearly a big man's or someone of important stature.
Ooh, those sound like important footsteps.
The door creaks open to show not only the guard that was previously in front of the door, with sweat beating down his face, but also the leader of. I'm just gonna use marks here for that.
Hi,
And
Mark.
Oh, hi, Marks.
how does that lie? I'm gonna use this for a
Oh, hi,
guard.
Marks.
There you go. We're gonna tall, small to represent a guard. Clone, and there you go. But yeah, you see the leader of the Templar, the very large man in very large armor and a very, very big hat. It's almost
Hey,
like
I
a
just, all
bishop
right,
hat.
quick question out of
Yeah.
character. Is this the guy we pissed off before
Yes.
Yes.
by blasting the MLS? Awesome. Okay.
Oh
cool.
no.
Right, this is the guy that I blasted the fucking Martyr Charlotte's engines in the face
Oh
of.
no.
Oh, and
Yes.
I returned his own like fucking laser beam spell right at
Yeah.
you.
Oh,
Well,
we sent the wrong entourage to this
before-
location.
Oh,
Before
we
no,
did
that
this
is
shit-
the best. That is the best.
I think I
Before we
said the
do it-
right one.
Now kiss and make up.
Well, shit. Okay. Stoll looks at the guy, realizes who he is, and is luckily able to contain the look on his face as he recognizes the man in front of him. What time is it? Afternoon? Is it afternoon? Is it still morning?
That says, bargain. Be yourself, your true self. Whatever happens, if you do, you gain a free spell.
I mean, I don't know that gaining a free spell means anything in this game, given how
I
we're
think-
using the system.
I think it means a token.
Speak for yourself.
I mean, I'm already kind of just doing that already, as you've seen how I'm dealing with the guard.
What was that about hiding the look on your face?
So he looks at the guy and he smiles as he realizes who he is. He sticks his hand out. He goes, "Good afternoon. I'm Solstice. Pleasure to meet you."
He looks down He's probably twice the size of you, and he looks down upon you, and you can tell that there is just disdain. He doesn't hate Luna, but he's really fucking angry with you. And yes, Beth, he's very tall. He's a very big man.
Yeah, it's oh, come on. Tabletop. No, drop it. Drop it. There we go.
I assume
What's
you have
oh
Alex! No!
hang on.
Ah, not Alex.
hang on, I'm gonna reload my
no!
oh, trust you were at 999 ping. That's what's happening here.
You are at 999 ping. I'm decent with everybody else. Um,
We're at,
Just
We're
know
in-
did you just know you each other over ping?
yes. Um,
I'm showing everyone else fine, just you're exploding.
Ping, 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 ping. I am
let's,
working on making the map some more for the Endless City.
yay.
That's me. I'm not a ghoul.
Daisy me.
It probably is Beth. There we go. Now we're back. Put Alex back. I can't believe you hit Alex.
I didn't. That was the fucking. There, we're good now. You're ping. You're.
Can't believe you hit Alex. Alex.
I can't believe your internet would make me hit Alex. Do we
Um,
know this guy's name? What's it? Do we know him?
I do not believe that we have properly met.
All right, cool.
And was he one of the people Luda and I spoke to when we were preparing for the tournament?
I haven't, so I'll leave this up to the council. I think this guy is the kind of like the big boy in charge, effectively the pope of this area, and you are spoke to the guy that was just underneath.
Sure.
If that works.
That works.
That works.
Before we start this, do you mind if we take a quick 5?
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah.
I need to deal down as well.
Thanks.
Yep.
There you go. Everyone grab a quick 5. Grab yourself some snackies and some sippies. Yes, I'm going to be that person that says take care of yourself because I care about you and I want you to be well.
Yes. Take care of yourself. Not shiver like a raisin.
Okay.
Shiver like a raisin.
My professor is not going to drive me insane and made our homeworks due the day of our final, which is in 2 weeks or a week and a half. So that's good.
Yo, nice. Hooray for good news.
Rather than be dehydrated, you fucking squirrely bitch.
Hello, you squiddly
I'm gonna
squirrely
go-
bitch. Have you been hydrated recently? You should be hydrated.
Thirsty bitches.
You thirsty cunts. You thirsty bitches.
Brr.
Ooh, I like the look of this a lot. Let's fucking go.
What were you saying, Reith?
He's gone. He's gone.
I'm assuming he was saying BRB, which is fair. That is the most likely thing to get cut off.
Yup.
Let's see.
I have peed. Sounds funny in my head. Never mind.
Good job. I'm so proud of you.
I am Steve. Yeah.
You did good.
Thanks.
Legends will be told of your name. I think. I'm not in charge of that department. I take that back.
Damn.
I am going to grab a screenshot of this and send it over the Bleats way. Would you like to have some cornbread?
Yes.
I
sounds
ate
great.
like an eighth of a pan of cornbread today.
Honestly, that's fantastic.
It was very good.
Here you go. Enjoy that. Let me know if that matches what you're kind of going for with the greed facility. On the left.
That works. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I was gonna have that like spilling into like the coolant below, or like that there's like operations going on the lake below it or something like that.
Oh, so this area over here is just I just use yellow circles for the spires and the bridges and stuff. So this is actually like the
Oh,
spires next to the
my
yeah.
bad. I had it wrong.
Oh, you're good. You are absolutely fine.
I'm back.
You can have the spires
welcome
match
back.
it though. Like thematically. That would work out. Also, I added the deep, if you saw that.
I did see that. It looks fantastic. This is fucking awesome.
I will share with the rest of the class because I've been enjoying just kind of building out this map a little bit more and more. Here you go. Enjoy, guys.
And
Ooh.
What was I doing next? Let's see, window capture, boop, and boom. Boop. While we wait, Tara, would you like to roll for your familiar table? You haven't done that in a while.
I haven't done that in a minute. Yeah, let's do it.
You don't have to, but you are more than welcome to do so.
You're asking me if I ever want to roll funny dice. I do. That's a 3.
Cool. Will you please roll me a second d20?
No. That's a 19.
Well, that's interesting.
Oh no, I don't like the sound of that.
I will do a thing where we just say it'll be within the next few sessions that you have to get this done rather than immediately. Because I feel like
no.
that would be a little too
I
mean.
see. I think I see which
What
one
is
it
it?
is.
So Vasha
Please.
would like you to find. Vasha has gotten quite tired of her current form and decides that she
Stay the
would
fuck away
like
from me.
a new body to inhabit.
All right. Start shopping.
Is that even possible?
Apparently
It's
it is.
on the table.
Need a body.
Yep.
Can we give her Greed's body? That'd be kind of funny.
No,
Depends on if that's the one she wants.
we have plans for that.
Okay.
I want to parade around his head for a while.
So
Yeah,
she's
Pike's
basically
ready for
saying,
it.
give me a glow up. No, it's every time we roll for that, it's what the familiar desires.
Trust DMing. I had a feeling it would work out. All right, I'll grab a quick bio break while we're taking 5. Rage, you want any snackies?
No, I'm good, thanks.
Okay.
I see Matt is here.
Oh yeah,
Hi, Matt.
he's redeemed several of the sound alerts to scare me, which
Of course.
some have worked.
Mm-hmm.
Although I will say I'm very glad to see the new graphics look funny. I looked everywhere to try and find a GIF. For so there's a Doug Dimmadome like cosplayer, and I looked everywhere to find one of those that didn't have the like nonsensical watermark on it, because the nonsensical watermark doesn't actually lead to anybody. It's completely just not a username. So it's not even like crediting the person. It's just fucking some random place.
Does my deerling have a sword?
Dude, does your maybe it's possible. There is one in there. It does. It does
What?
have a sword.
Why does my deerling have a sword?
Huh?
Why does my deerling have a sword?
I guess because you selected it at some point, or it might have been the thing that I had added recently, like whenever you created your deerling or had your deerling created.
Hmm.
You can use the stream avatar's panel to turn off or to get one of the other equipments. I don't have anything set for
No,
tokens.
I'm just wondering. Mhm.
I wanted
Oh.
to do a whole economy system, and then I decided that I was too lazy to do that, to be completely honest with you.
You
I
can't
could
just have a
not.
normal gun. You had to call it a freaking Markov.
Huh?
You had to call it a Markov, the gun.
Oh, yeah. It needed to be the Russian gun, specifically. And I, I didn't think I had the space to make an AK-47. Hmm?
Wait, what does this do? That work? Oh, apparently. Let me find out what Trust did with this.
I have
Oh,
peed and gotten sippies.
does it just tell you that? That's there?
Yes.
Oh my god. I don't even remember what that does.
I don't know if it did anything.
I'm certain it does. I think it was an override command back when I had the first edition of the bonfires.
That's funny.
Alrighty. You said you're back, Tara?
Yeah.
Perfect. Is everyone good to resume?
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready.
Cool.
Yippee!
Alright, so um you have this very angry boy staring down you, Solstice, you, Alice, and Luna. They don't like I said, particularly have a specific grievance against Luna, but they are not cafe with you and Alice.
Uh, Look, I apologize for prior actions, where we are here on official business.
And what business would that be?
Do you want to have this conversation in front of your subjects, or do you want to have it in private?
He pauses for a moment, turns around, and then kind of motions both of you to follow him.
Okay. Go ahead and follow him.
Sure. Kill Paul real quick. So this is when you end up in. I'm not gonna pull that whole map up. This is when you end up in basically the dining hall. The tables are still there. There is no food currently on the table or anything. It is basically just sitting there looking pretty until it gets used again. He refuses to sit at one of the tables and instead just shuts the door tightly behind you. Okay, let's talk.
All right. Luna, I think you know a little more about this than I do. If you'd like to go ahead and lead us off here.
Oh, uh, yes, that's right. You can see she goes from shocked to confused to locked in.
The stages of Luna.
Yes. She had totally expected you to go off on him, so she wasn't even planning on having a thing. Um, we have noticed a large sum of funds being raised by the Templar, and given some recent sensitive matters, we have reason to potentially assume that there may be changes in the hierarchical structure of the city. We would like to make sure that you still pledge your loyalty to the queen, or in this case, king, who has rightfully earned their place on the throne. You see him like take a moment and mull over his thoughts. And if that were to be the case that we didn't, what would be your response? Would you destroy my kingdom? Harm my people? Or was that just for fun?
Destroyer. What? Harmony. No. No. That was a mistake. We would
It
never
seemed rather
aim.
intentional to me.
Yeah, it was the time. In hindsight, which is always 2020, it was a mistake. One that I do deeply and gravely apologize for, as it potentially did harm our relationship today. However, if that was the case, rest assured no harm would come to your subjects or your kingdom, because this corruption's at the top. That's where the punishments will lay.
Understood.
Good.
We've been raising efforts, if you must know, to repair many of the things that were damaged, and also to do further research into some recent discoveries within this kingdom. We've discovered that due to previous rulers' negligence, 3 objects of power were lost, 2 of which may have come into others' hands, and one of which is currently within our reach. If it's possible, we would like to recover it and be sure that it is kept by someone competent enough to do their job.
Why don't you tell us more about these objects of power? I'm quite interested in hearing about that.
Also, real quick, just before you know, what's your name?
That's not something you need.
The note taker in my head just calls you Tall Man. Is Tall Man
If that's
fine?
what works, fine.
All right.
This is
Tall
someone
Man
who
it
is
is.
used to dealing with um, things of the spiritual nature. They know what power names can hold and are, as such, very reluctant to actually give theirs out.
I just want to not call him Tall Man in my notes. I'm really just capitalizing Tall Man at this point.
Tall
I have no other
Man.
fucking
No.
name for him.
You think as direct arms of the king, we would be trusted with such information, but you do you.
Regardless, the pieces of power that we have come into knowledge of seem to be keys to a hidden archive by the initial Queen, Rosalind. It is my belief that there is such an archive beneath the palace, and it is my belief that there may already be one within the kobold's possession.
Hmm. And your comment about someone who is competent, who might you believe that to be?
Ideally, us.
Hmm. Okay. Sorry, I said something quick. Can I see your guys' eyes on that real quick?
They're not yet, as far as we know.
Okay, thank you.
And bear in mind, they also have not been informed of anyone finding the archive.
Yeah, that's not information we're going to share if Fire asked us not to.
Man, it'd be funny, but
Yeah, it'd be funny, but he did ask us not to, and that is where my loyalty lies. So,
sure.
if there's one thing Solstice is, it's loyal. But anyways,
Mm.
have you at all during this process been in touch with Greed of the Cog?
They've made several requests to speak with us, and aside from exchanging some precursory information, we have not.
Okay. May I ask what information that was?
He alerted me that he would be receiving some position of power and some kind of upper hand, and that it would probably be in my best interest to join him. I had decided it was against my people's best interest to follow him, though had decided to follow the route that he was taking on my own. I figured I couldn't be safe, or I figured I couldn't be too safe with retrieving these objects of power. Should his advantage prove to be true, and should it be that he does find his archive first, I would rather my people not suffer his wrath, if I can. And, to be honest, I would rather him not have access to such tools to begin with.
Of course, as we all can agree on that. And once again, I would like to reassure you that your people will not suffer under his greed, wrath, slash both. And have very good knowledge of this. And I would also like to say that in regards to your funding, if you have not raised the amount you need, I will personally speak to Firefest to get some funds directed to you as that is damage we caused, as a show of good faith from us to you. If that is something you would like.
You see him like take a very stern glance at you and think for a moment. Breathe in a bit and then sigh. The name is Orem.
Orem.
It's a pleasure to be cooperative for once.
It absolutely is.
Hey, nice. Well done.
Yes. Yeah. That's not
I was gonna say,
yes!
I know I'm not in this
Yes!
scene, but I had to tell you, like, that was really well navigated.
Yes. Sorry. Okay. Whew, just get that out.
We have an agreement he won't continue working personally with Greed, though.
Getting there.
Okay.
It is an absolute pleasure, Orm. I would just say we do appreciate your preliminary of not working with Greed. We
Well, he
do.
said
We are aware.
To be clear, he said he personally was planning on doing it, just not
No,
rope his people in it.
he was going to do the same thing Greed was, just without Greed.
Oh,
Yeah, he was just taking Greed's plan and doing it himself.
was that it? Trust?
That's what I took from that.
Oh, you're asking for clarification if that's the case?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, which
Effectively,
one?
Greed was like, hey, you have one of these objects in the vicinity of you, and there is an archive, and I need the key for it, and we should work together because I will be in a position where it will be advantageous for you. And Orem was like, no, thank you. He was kind of waiting to see if he would actually end up in a position of power that would be advantageous, and then going after the key that they could find independently of Greed to prevent him from opening the archive if such a thing did exist, because they frankly do not trust him.
All right, they're smart. Good.
Yes. Oh God, do I tell this guy that we've already solved the problem? Or do we play along?
You can reach out to Wreath and have him talk to Firefist if you want.
Yeah. Or if you would please give me a moment, I'm going to step outside. I need to get into contact with the other part of our party. I'll be right back. He's going to put on his glasses and step outside of the dining hall.
The you see Orem, Alice and Luna, you see Orem like certainly. So he has a method of long range communication that isn't the orbs you normally use. That's
Can you
interesting.
speak up a little bit? That was very mumbly.
Oh, sorry. He said, so it seems that they have a long-range form of communication that isn't the orbs we normally use. That's interesting.
Is
Gotcha,
this
thank
interaction that? Don't worry, I'll explain later. Bye. I'm kidding. Saber, can you please put me in contact with Wreath?
Certainly. Attempting communication.
Thank you.
And Wreath, you will get a ping, that is alerting you that you are trying to be contacted.
Answer. Sup?
Yo, things are going pretty good here.
That's good to hear.
Is Firefist with you?
Yep. What's up?
Okay.
Nope. Remember, you sent Tara and I off to go handle the.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry, no, not currently.
Okay. So let me just give you the rundown real quick. Pretty much, Greed did try to contact the Templar. They told him to go fuck himself, and then
How
proceeded
so?
to take. Well, so basically, Greed told them he's going to be coming into a position of power soon, and he wanted their archive key that he said was below their palace. They said, "No, we're not going to give you that," in whatever the way he said to him. But then he took the plan to go find the key themselves to then keep hold of it, so they Greed didn't get it. In a similar note, the funds they are raising is to fix the damage we did.
Huh.
I did tell the leader here that I would personally speak to Firefist to try and have some funds gifted to them as a sign of good faith.
All right. Well,
I feel like he would be on board for that.
what I would do, and I'll leave this up to you, is I would give him as a gesture of trust, tell him I'm going to tell him the truth, let him know we've changed the archive keys, and if they're attempted to be used, they will destroy whoever uses them. So
Okay,
he is
so
free to let Greed have his archive key.
Okay. Maybe we can actually use that, lure him in with that. It seems like Orm is turning coat to work with him.
Could be, and we can also make Greed get our key, if need be.
There's a
That's
possibility.
certainly a way to get rid of Greed. My concern is him breaking into the depths before we get down there.
Yeah, that's also a problem. Okay. All right. Thank you, Reith. I'll be in touch.
All right.
He takes his glasses off.
Or-
He's gonna go ahead and return back into the room. Okay. Uh, Orm, I'm going to share some information with you that is to not be shared outside this room.
Understood.
We have access to the archive. The items inside are safe and secure. We've also updated the locking system, and it no longer matches the prior keys.
For the first time, this man is properly shocked. You see him just like blink his eyes a bit. Ah, I understand. So I take it Fire Fist has beat us to the punch on that one.
Yes. Using methods that are not. I mean, you've seen how we operate. I'm, again, really sorry. But it comes in handy sometimes. Especially with that case. Very unorthodox. But anyways. So, with that being said, if you want, you can just give him the key.
What would happen if he attempted
Take,
to use the key that we give him?
well, he doesn't have a. He's not. He also doesn't have his yet. Do we? Wait, does he have his yet? I don't think he has. I don't think he has his yet.
We don't know.
We don't believe he has his yet. If he has yours, he's still missing the one that we actually have control over. If he gets that one and attempts to use all three of them, he will explode in hellfire.
You see this man just. You connected hell to the door.
Yes.
Okay. Well, if that is all, I believe I need time to think.
Of course. And if you do need anything, we do actually have an orb system on our ship that is linked into me and a few other party members. We can easily get messages over to Firefist at any time.
Understand. Thank you for telling me this and bringing this to my attention. I will give it some thought and act accordingly. So
Thank you,
long
sir.
as
It's been a
Greed does
pleasure.
not have access to my people, you will have my fealty.
We are actively working to ensure that for all of us.
And he kind of walks over and opens the door.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, before we leave, Alice kind of like walks between him and the door before he can reach it. We've shared extremely sensitive information with you just now. While we don't have any reason to believe you're working with Greed, we also don't have any reason to believe that you're not. How about some kind of guarantee, given that we've shown you goodwill and approached you with this information, that you will not essentially reach out to Greed and inform him of what we've just let you know?
you see this man roll up his like right sleeve, and you see there are several etchings of chains and chain-like runes that are going down his arm. You have my word.
Oh,
And if that is not enough, I am more than willing to cooperate by making a deal.
How about this? A guarantee that we will come to your aid and prevent greed from hurting your people. And in turn, I have your soul should you betray us.
whoa!
You see, he like immediately is like, uh, it,
It's no big deal if you don't intend on betraying us, is it?
and Firefist would be bound by this as well.
Well, we work with him directly. So, yes.
He takes a moment and thinks, okay. And you see a flame form in his hand as he reaches out to shake your hand.
Alice will absolutely shake his hand.
You see the
Won't
flame
you
wrap
shake the
around both
pores
of
in his
your.
hand?
Go ahead, sorry.
Oh no, I'm just being a goober.
What'd you say?
Won't you
Won't
shake
you
a poor
shake your
sinner's
Pores
pores
in
in
his
his
hand?
hand.
hand?
Yeah.
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 I
So
like how our go in throw just turned into a fucking crossroads demon.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. That's kind of. I'm kind of catching up on the notes here, reeling from what the fuck just happened.
so
I'm entertained.
you see the flames wrap around both of your hands, and on each of your wrists there is a new etched golden light of runes, which is detailing the contract that you have both signed. On his, it is his duties and his consequence, and on yours, it is your duties as a party and the consequence thereof.
Pleased to do business. Blah. Pleased to do business with you.
Yes. And he like puts down his sleeve and puts his hand to his side.
This is why we have a reputation as a party.
And Soul's just standing there, just staring, just like wide eyed. Just, you know what? Yeah. And he gets inside and walks out the door. Well, he just takes first and walks out the door.
And Alice, I will say, after making this deal, you can see his soul beating inside of him. You can see it like it is clear as day.
Just gonna make note of that. That's a thing that happens in contracts and move on.
Yeah. And he is very happy to usher you the fuck out. Because he
You
has a
know-
lot of shit to process.
Yeah. That's the understatement. So do we. As we get out of the palace and walk down, we're walking back towards the martyr. I assume we probably Soul's car. Soul would have driven them there. Alice, was that really necessary?
Did we have any sort of guarantee or reason to believe he wouldn't talk to Greed? He said he doesn't. That doesn't mean he's not talking to him already.
I mean, that's fair, but at the same time, his priorities is people. He seemed pretty upset when even talking about what Greed could have possibly done to his subjects.
Have you never met an actor in your life before?
So he said just blatantly, like, no, mate, no, no.
You kind of hear Luna
There's-
like, go ahead.
No, go for it.
Luna kind of sticks her little snoot between the headrest and the door. Yeah, from my previous positions, politicians are not trustworthy, no matter where you find them. What Alice did was wise.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I feel like we made some really great progress overall. I mean, even before the contract. I mean, hell.
Oh, we definitely did.
I mean, he stopped hating me halfway through the conversation. That's pretty massive.
You honestly, you did amazing. This is just insurance that he doesn't betray us. This,
Yeah, no,
I mean, that's a pretty steep cost for gaining essentially nothing. This is really in our favor.
Especially for a religious man.
it's very
Mhm.
true.
It's very one-sided as a deal. I'm surprised he actually said yes.
I mean,
It's a pretty good guarantee that he's not actually going to
what's the
betray us
cost
or
if
that
you
he
don't?
doesn't intend to.
What's the cost if you don't defend his people?
We
Her
didn't
soul.
set that.
We did. It was her. I think it was her soul.
Did we?
We didn't say
That was
that,
not
but
something you said.
Yeah, we didn't say anything. All I said is that if he betrays
Oh,
us, I
wow.
have his soul. There's no downside for us.
No downside, yeah. but yes, there was no written downside for choosing to not help him.
Which, I mean, again, there's no reason why we wouldn't do that. So
No.
I
there's
mean,
no
we will help him. They're still Fire Fist's people.
Yeah,
and
fully intending on
I-
helping. This is just guarantee he doesn't betray us.
yeah, and I do intend, as soon as I see Fire Fist, I'm going to try and work on those funds for them, because that is our fault. It's like 110% our fault.
You didn't have to do that.
I mean, we were campaigning, and it was a little bit of an altitude miscalculation, and they did fire at us, which Alice reflected. Thank you, Alice. So I mean, he kind of like shrugs a little bit.
Yeah, that wasn't a very
It was a
very
very
wise
proud
decision
moment.
from my end.
It wasn't. It was. There were no wise decisions that day. We were on full gremlin mode. There was nothing. Anyways,
I was
let's go back to
younger. I have since gotten significantly older, like 2 weeks.
why
Uh,
wiser. I've become
mean,
a whole me. Like
You've gotten several years older, Alice, by sacrificing years to bring back your entire political council. Technically.
I mean, I just regained them earlier, so
Oh yeah, that's true.
You see Luna, like, as you're like kind of both going back and forth, like, taking turns patting yourself on the back, being like, yeah, we've grown. Luna just like rests a hand on Solstice's arm, and you feel a significantly stronger power moving through your hand to the car. And the car speeds up.
Luna. Whoa. Okay. What's up, Luna?
I just was a bit uncomfortable. I figured we could get home faster. Plus, we have Marks waiting
Yeah,
for us.
yeah, no problem. You got it. If you want me to speed up, just say so next time, okay?
Understood.
Okay.
Luna's feeling dodgy. Do 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 do
Um,
do.
so, we have two choices. We can go to Scooby-Doo Squad A or Scooby-Doo Squad B. For these peeps over here, we can either have Fire Fist and Terra to start off with, or Reef and Orion.
Wreath and Orion, are you guys good for your end? I think that Firefist and I have what we want for our end.
Yeah, I'm gonna start.
We're good, but I think you guys can start. It'll probably make more sense logistically.
Okay. As Tara and Orion are, or Tara and Orion, Tara and Firefist are walking towards the Arisu base. I know. Well, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking Arisu, and then I was like Orion because OR.
Mm-hmm.
As they're kind of walking over to the Arisu base, Tara just kind of like they're kind of walking, and they don't say words for the first part of it, and Tara's like, fuck it, I'm gonna break the ice. So, you able to move with all those muscles now?
Kind of laughs to himself. Walks over. I mean, I'm walking around.
Yeah, you're doing a pretty good job ambulating, and you look she's like scratching the back of her neck. You look you look really good.
Well, thank you. It's definitely taking some getting used to.
You've been uh you've been in your head a whole lot more lately. Are you doing okay?
That's as well as I can expect, honestly. It seems like everything is falling apart around us bit by bit, and we're just racing to pick up the pieces and rebuild before it completely crumbles. And of course, the constant stream of ignorance to knowledge has been a little overwhelming at times. It's it's very different not having to think just for myself anymore, but having to think for thousands and thousands of people.
Oh God, I could only imagine. It's a heavy burden.
It seems as such, but someone's got to do it, so can't let people continue to suffer, especially in the dire situations they have been.
I know I said to you before that you were the right person for this right now. But I can't help but worry for you in it.
Your concern's appreciated, but I'll be alright. I've weathered worse, so this is just the calm before the storm, I believe, is how they say.
I'm sorry for my end that I wasn't more forthright with you.
I'll appreciate the apology, but fucking ask why did you conceal so much in the first place?
I felt like it was no one else's burden to have. I wanted to take it on myself. You saw the souls there. I didn't know they were still there. Now I know I owe something to them.
It's fair. But even if it was your burden to bear originally, there's not exactly a dynamic in our team or our relationship that's all on you. I mean, hell, look at us right now. We've all divided and conquered to try to bring peace and order to the city. Everyone could have left me to do it alone. It's like, you took the crown, so you get the full responsibility and weight. And while I do understand that is the case, and I'm prepared to shoulder that weight as necessary, it's still something where I know the people of our party. I know you. There's not one of you that would let me shoulder this alone.
You know I won't. You know I've got your back.
I need you to know that I've got yours too.
I'm really happy to hear that. I've been doing something lately. And she reaches into her bag and she pulls out one of the syringes. This is, yeah. I'm sure you recognize this.
I do, but why? Why do you have it?
I want to use up the rest of the juice that's in that kiln. This is for me, no one else, no other sacrifices. Hopefully, not even my own.
I don't like the hopefully terminology behind it, but I don't think you quite grasp why this is such a big deal. Why is this so necessary? You've already got power and a good amount of it that you don't even use currently. You could do so many things, and yet you abstain. So why go for more power to just sit idle with it?
Not sit idle. Do something.
But
You're
what?
doing everything you can. You're doing everything you can to improve things for the Endless City. And I see that effort, and I appreciate you. I'm wanting to do my part. I'm wanting to take up my own mantle. One of the things that I know that you've seen for the city is that they do not have enough food. I want to create fertile land. This is a desert. You can't do that without magic.
I mean, I agree with you on that one, but we also know part of what's causing it to be a desert, and if we clear up those issues, balance will be restored over time. Because you don't have to go on a suicide mission and with this highly toxic and highly experimental thing that's killed thousands.
I know how to use it. You see resolve, you see her stride up her back, straight as a pin, in a way that you do not usually see her carry herself. To look you in the eye. I can do this. Please. I've trusted you through a lot. Trust me with this.
Just tell me this. What if something goes wrong? What if something goes not according to plan? That facility's been dormant for years. What if something happens to you? What if something happens to the reactor? What happens if that place goes up and kills thousands more? Just from some faulty wire, for God's sakes, a mouse might have gotten in and shoot things along the way.
We have always taken risks. As far as risks go, I know this one like the back of my hand.
Don't get me wrong. I know the cost of taking risks, and I'm no stranger to doing it myself, but that's the thing. Anytime I take a risk of that caliber, I've got absolute certainty that I'm the only one in danger if I do so. If I die, it's inconsequential. I'm just another flicker of light in the rest of the world. But taking so many with that didn't ask for it, didn't know it was coming, didn't have a chance to live out their lives, and knowing that inherent risk and the weight of that decision, that's enough to damn someone to the pits of hell for eternity and longer.
The first part of what you said. Can no one else live the same way?
People are free to live the way they wish to, but that still doesn't change the fact, and you haven't answered my question. How can you be sure nothing has gone changed? How can you be sure nothing's gone wrong? How can you be sure someone hasn't modified that kiln? Or
I
that the
can't.
process is the same?
I can't. Risk is inherent with the job. I can't promise you full fruition. I can't promise you perfection. But I know I can get results.
Tara, you're talking like a mad scientist. I'm talking about more than just your life. You really willing to take the chance of robbing those around you of life and
No.
opportunity?
No. No, no one else. No one else. Not. She throws her hands to her sides. Just not after that. After what Solstice has been through. After what everyone else in the kiln has been through. After what the Sisters of Malice have had to recover from, even. I want that on no one else. Trust me.
And that's my point. That's what I'm asking you for. I'm not asking you to be perfect. I'm not asking you to know the exact end result. I'm asking you for reassurance that no one else's lives would be put in danger if you decide to take a heavy risk. That's what I'm looking for. We're trying to restore order and livelihood back to the inner city that's so severely lacked for so long. And that kind of explosion, if something went wrong, if it wasn't inspected, could you imagine the fallout beyond your death and the deaths of possibly us or anybody else around? Could you imagine what it would do to the people remaining in the city?
You see Tara flicker her eyes down, process through, before flicking back up to you. I promise you that everything I have in plan should not cause harm to anyone else. I promise you. I know that my word is not worth much these days. But please, you've been with me for a while. Please give me this. I care. I care so much for my kingdom, for my people, for my party. I don't want any harm to come to them.
I don't either. But make no mistake, I don't want any harm to come to you either. No more than you want any harm to come to me.
With that, you have Tara like stick her fucking head in her neck.
Look, I'll make you a deal. We will consider it, but first, please, let's free the trapped souls there. And after that's done, I want you to gather the Sisters of Malice, because just you alone inspecting the place and checking things over, something could be missed, but I know the sisters would still know the equipment just as well. Take every precaution. Have everything inspected. Take a look carefully. And then we can talk about this. But I would feel much better knowing that the experts, all of them, possible to be there, who helped collaborate on this, can ensure it's contained and it's as safe as possible if you're going to take that risk.
You see Tara scan through her eyes. She hadn't considered bringing the Sisters of Malice into this process fully. That's a new prospect to me. I'm going to be honest with you. I'll take this under advisement, but I think you have some really good points. Does that work for you?
I appreciate that at the very minimum. Please just don't do it without letting me know. It's not something I currently approve of, obviously, but
I know. I know. And Tara throws up her arms. I know that this has been bothering you. I know that I haven't been able to approach you and be able to talk casually to you for a while because of this. But I trust you. You've done fantastic with the power that you've been given. I don't want you to be the only one that makes sacrifices.
I understand. But remember, I signed up for this. I knew what I was getting myself into. And I can't guarantee I'll make all the right decisions either. But I will do my best, as I always have, and do what's in the best interest of everyone, far beyond me. But I don't want to see you suffer needlessly either. Look, Tara, I love you, and I don't say that lightly, because I know what kind of attachment that brings. But it's true, and I don't want to see you fall harm. God damn it, Vivi.
God damn it, Vivi!
There are two very different reactions to this conversation happening. I will show you the other part.
What's the other part of the Fire Fisty says you love Tara? Continue with what you were saying, Fire Fist.
That's the
Tara
end of
found the
his.
hymn. I was gonna say
What was
Tara
that
found the himbo. I was gonna say Tara found the himbo of her dreams.
Oh my god. That's the end of his. I'd like to pretend at least that there's a happy ending to this. That we find a way to create balance and open the veil, so to say, and find a greater purpose beyond all this, because things have changed so rapidly beyond the scope of what I ever imagined possible. But I don't really see a future without you. No, honestly, any of the group, even Orion, as much as I hate to admit it, they've grown on me.
Somewhere Orion gets, as they're taking a look, they like, I feel like I just got praised. I don't know why. Go ahead,
Tara
Micah.
is very taken aback by the very raw feelings of Fire Fist and realizes that she's not disposable. She's not as expendable as she felt she was. And she reaches a hand across to him as they're walking to hold and grip onto it tightly. And Fire Fist, you accept.
Yeah, he does. He's gonna grab her hand, kneel down, and pull her into a hug.
She's gonna squeeze him tightly. I love you too.
Just remember, we're in this together. It's not something you have to shoulder by yourself. And I want to see your dream become reality just as much as I hope for the prosperity of everyone in my own way. We can do that together. Just trust me. Even if the kill is not the answer, we'll find a way.
We'll find a way. Thanks for this, Fire Fist.
Thanks for being honest with me. It's definitely one less weight on my shoulders.
And
I think
as you
that concludes their
ahead.
walk.
Yeah. And as you continue walking, you see that not too far off, in the Fire Rose fields, in front of the gate, the founder's there. He sees you, and he shouts across, "Oh, yeah, sorry, you guys were having a bit of a moment. I figured I wouldn't interrupt."
You're fine. No worries.
Hello. Tara waves lamely.
Well, looks like we're gonna be having a
You know-
queen after all.
Tara blushes and tries to like sink underneath the fire roses.
Terra puddle.
It's like he grabs one of the like roses off the like out of the ground. It's like, you've really been injecting this stuff? Sheesh. That cannot be healthy.
I missed who this was, by the way.
This is the
The
founder
founder.
of the
Oh, the
Origin.
founder himself. Okay,
Yeah.
that's funny.
I don't think of myself as reckless, but good lord.
So I appreciate the whole time they were spilling their hearts out to each other, had this heartfelt moment, and Founder was just fucking pulling an Alice in the goddamn fire rose field.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
they're eating popcorn, waiting for it.
pretty much, he was just chilling.
I mean, at least it was kind enough to nine her out, but dude. Dude.
He throws his arms like to the side.
I kind of assumed we were walking over the whole time. My bad.
He throws his arms to the side and is like, so, anyway, what you got for me?
Firefist, if you would.
What do we have for him?
Oh,
The cog protecting families thing.
yes.
And the
We're
sample
looking to
of
protect the families of the cog.
the crystal, if you
Yeah.
want.
Well, I was planning on I was looking into that myself. If the Risu have better equipment for it, then absolutely.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to give them a sample and keep a sample for yourself.
Fair enough. I have a couple fragments in the vial, so
Okay, well,
terrible step forward then to the founder and hey, what have you heard about Greed recently? What's your general take on them?
Well, he lives up to his name, and he does not strike me as someone who would have my best interest in mind.
Hmm. I feel like he doesn't have a lot of people's interest in mind. We've been looking into how things are ran at his faction. And as we've been touring the kingdom, obviously, hi, King Firefist, founder.
I mean,
yes, pleasure.
y'all know each other. Just
Overly
title's
dramatically is
changed.
like, oh, my liege, I've never met you before. Oh, it's such a pleasure to finally be able to make your acquaintance. You've been so
From a pie
busy.
contest to this.
Anyway, we went to the facilities where Greed was holding, quote unquote, captive the families of his employees. Doesn't look great, to be honest, but they're further inspecting to see what may be going on there. It seems like a stalemate type of situation.
He like takes a second and thinks like, okay, but the captives are held on the spires, as far as I'm aware, or at least the families are, and they've been free to go for a while.
They're free to go as long as they follow certain stipulations, but they have nowhere else to go currently. And they also are in fear of leaving because they don't want to be without the family who is currently under his thumb. And of course, the people working for him directly don't want to put their families at risk, so they follow a similar set of rules so that no harm comes to their family.
That makes sense. I have
We've
seen
come
them
to
over.
ask you the
Go
Arisu.
ahead.
Basically, Tara, we've come to see you, the Arisu, to try to help protect them from greed as we look to liberate that faction.
Well, certainly. If you send them over here, it might not be the life they're used to, but we will welcome them with what we have.
And
Even
we'll
as
do our
just even as just a method of staying for a while until if they wanted to return after we deal with the Greece situation, just to be able to fortify their living quarters because it was, well, quite dangerous. I sure as hell wouldn't walk on one of those bridges. Damn thing would collapse beneath me.
They were rickety as shit.
He has like you can see that he has some like large object on his back, and he gives it a few taps, and he's like, "Yes, I'm very much aware that their construction is nothing compared to ours. They'll be safe as long as they come over here."
That's good to know. And believe me, I will consider this a favor to the crown, and I will repay that favor in kind.
Very
He-
nice.
He like slaps Tara really hard on the back. It's like this is simply for people. It's fine. This is not. You don't
Hello,
need to
I'm
go that
people.
far.
Hi, I'm people.
You would hopefully do the same.
Of course, unlike previous rules, I have this kingdom's best interest in mind and the prosperity of all of the people, all factions, at least the ones that should be permitted to continue. For the ones that are, well, less than honest or have malice and intent, those won't be around much longer.
Understood.
If we have it our way, hopefully by the end of this, we'll have prosperity and more produce than you can handle.
Thank you for having your doors open.
Anytime.
Oh,
I-
yeah. Is there anything you could use from us to better help the situation?
Yeah.
He takes a quick pause. Well, to start, we could use more manpower, and that would help us with clearing different sections of the deep. And if it is at all possible, I would like to request that when you do get your hands on more food, it would be much beneficial if you could get that to us. We don't have fertile farmland to be able to grow our own food, and the food that we get from the deep, while it is enough to keep us going, it's not going to be enough for all of those people.
Consider it done. I'm in the process of opening negotiations between kingdoms for commerce. My hope is that we can also help supplement food for the kingdom from others as in terms of imports and provide exports. Mutually beneficial. Gives all of everyone a little bit more to work with, and hopefully will make things more comfortable as we smooth out the rough edges and problematic areas of the country.
Sorry.
Just have to swat you away like a fly.
What was that hand wave? Yeah, what was that all about?
I was trying to find the little characters and I couldn't find Marks, and then I found Marks and didn't realize who he was staying next to because I didn't realize he was being used as a prop. Very helpful.
And he thinks for a moment and grips something behind his back and pulls this like hulking monolith off of his back. You remember it being from the contest, that thing which they didn't know what it did. You know it's
Oh,
a gun of some kind, and it certainly does something. As for what the fuck it does, nobody knows.
I'm giving Tara a nuke.
He like steps forward a bit and hands it to Fire Fist, which it is a quite heavy thing. It is not nearly like it's not quite as heavy as your fancy schmancy hell sword, but it's pretty fucking close. It's really goddamn thick and chunky. It's essentially what you would imagine holding 2 anvils in your arms feels like. Um, he's like, I don't know what this does, but I do know it should hurt. Hopefully. Use this against greed if you have a chance. Tell it's from us.
Much appreciated. We will definitely do so if the opportunity arises, and we'll take it with us and see if we can figure out more about it. The more we understand, well, the more handy it might become. If nothing else, Solstice might be able to have Saber take a look over this with some schematics and see if there's any indication of what it might do.
You didn't call it the BFG 9000?
No, I called it the big gun TM.
The BFM, the big fucking monolith.
So, are you going to? I guess you're going to go to the Sisters of Malice to have the crystals checked out, or did you do that? Did you drop that off to them?
I will drop off a sample of the. I will probably pass off a sample to the Sisters of Malice as well, but I will pass off a sample of it to Arisu, as the founder,
You see him like
and ask if they
pop
will
up
look into it.
before you even get a chance to ask him to take a look. He just like takes a look at the crystals, takes a look at the crystal over like behind you. He like cracks open the lid and pours it out into his hand and like shakes it between his hands. And
Okie
just
dokie. It's a
starts
dice
looking
bath.
at. We never gotten
If
our
you could
hands
look
on
into
these.
this, it's from over there. It's the large crystals that they have. If you could look
Oh,
into this,
I
what
heard a
sort
rumor
of
about
material?
these.
Yeah.
And he slaps his hands together, and you see a very loud uh pop of purple light as his hands just explode apart.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, some guy,
Explosive.
the last person who went over there who managed to get a sample, brought it to us, and he was hoping he could use it for, yeah, hopefully some kind of use over here, but it exploded when the poor bastard tried to take it over here.
Is it only effective in that area?
It seems to be whenever it gets hit by something hard enough, it just pops.
Concussive reverb seems to activate it.
Yeah.
Well, this answers a major question.
Sorry, Noxus.
I guess Reith was right. There was a explosive in the vicinity, considering the size of that crystal. If that were to detonate, well,
He looks at you like plainly. He's like, "Oh, we probably flood, and it would drown us out entirely."
now we know Greed's backup plan.
Ah. You see,
That's not good.
he has he like does a big realization as he looks over to the crystal and looks over to the spires and then looks over to the base and then looks over to the river. Well, that's not good.
You fucking think?
So lads,
worries.
for no reason at all, I think we should probably step up the shooting this guy in the head thing.
Yes,
No
that was the
worries.
plan.
Go
I've
ahead,
got an
sorry.
idea of how to handle it, assuming that's the only one. Hopefully, Orion and Reese investigation will reveal more about that in time.
I switch scenes over to exactly them who have now made it to one of the or have I would say we've had the time to look around a good bit. Wreath. Would you like to roll to see what you notice?
Investigation.
Yes, that would work perfectly fine.
I'm gonna use a D's nuts token and re-roll that, or
Okay.
just auto pass, I guess, because fuck that 20.
Sure. What did you get? Oh,
I got 20.
God. Oh, okay. Um, you as you start looking at this, like your eyes are like a little blurry, and you just like crush a token, and suddenly you like see 20/20 vision. Uh, and your hearing picks up that there is a faint sound coming from each of these chambers at the bottom of the spires, and you can see that there is a large pipe from each of these rooms that goes underneath the coolant and pops out the other side on the banks of Greece territory and seem to run up the wall. It is very clearly, from your perspective, a tube for a det cord.
A what cord? Sorry.
A det cord. Essentially, these are pipes to set them off. And from what you can tell, the explosives are set exclusively on the sides that are bordering the crystal, and that would probably make the spires fall on the crystal.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, at least this is probably gonna be pretty easy to disarm. Jesus Christ. So, can we, like, I assume are the explosives magical, or are they?
I would say that you can detect that they are, in fact, magical.
All right. You want to work on those explosives so I can bend these tubes out of the way so they're not, or I can disable the tubes so they can't remotely set off these things.
I will try to get inside. And you see Orion, like, tapping at this fucking bitch ass screen trying to get inside this fucking area where the explosives are.
Oh, there, it's locked.
I'm gonna re-roll that because that's not conclusive. She's gonna take the harm tech illiterate. And is not going to be able to to do that.
So, can I access the tubes to disable them right now?
You can absolutely grab the tubes and break them if you want to, or do whatever you would like to them.
I will do that because fuck that.
Sure. Let's see.
To be clear, they're
Fail
just tubes,
to
right?
hold on, sorry. Fail
Oh, you're
to
just giving yourself
sci-fi
time?
bullshit. 7. Okay. What are you doing, sorry?
I mean, for like, are they just tubes or?
Oh, so inside you do see that there is a channel of a number of crystals that were probably going to be used to transmit a message very quickly toward these storage rooms.
Okay, I'm gonna dismantle that.
Yep. In fact, you see that these things are not too dissimilar from the things that the purifiers use for communication.
Great. These explosives make these fall on the crystals. That seems bad. I don't know what that would do. And that looks definitely like explosives in there. Can I guess before we try to mess with this, though, we should probably evacuate the towers.
That would be wise. Let's have a look,
Yes.
make sure that there are no more of those tubes, and while you're doing that, because you seem to be more perceptive at them, I will head back up and see if I can convince people to leave.
Yeah, or meet up with Fire Fist. He'll probably have more luck as king.
That is true. I will do. And she stops and thinks for a second. It's like, wait a goddamn motherfucking minute. And she, um, let me.
She's still invisible too. Kind of funny.
Let's see. She's going to take 4 years, and she is going to pay 3 insight to cast a spell. Just 1 second so I can check the thing.
Why are you messing with the danger cards?
I'm
Okay,
not.
you're not.
It's because it's the game's behind the screen that I'm on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was
Um,
concerned.
She's going to use Inertia by Boston Manor. Sometimes I watch you sleep, a ripple in the calmness, and all we need is these 4 walls so we can both fight out the darkness. And she is going to ignite her Orbulus into a very bright ball and yuck it. Where Fire Fist and Terra are as a flare. Fire Fist and Terra, you see what?
God, I'm really happy I'm working on what I'm working on in the background of this to solve all of our problems.
Fire Fist, you see a very bright glowing orb just implant itself directly at your feet.
What the fuck is that?
It is unmistakably Orion's original focus.
Uh, what? He'll pick it up.
And am I still invisible?
I think
I
that
would
disappeared
probably-
up her once.
I would have
Oh god!
I would have de-invisibled you by now.
Okay.
No, or too
Um,
low for the people to be there.
And while you're freaking out about that, you can see that across the river, we are both waving towards you, or Orion is at least waving to you, and then gives you a big thumbs up.
Hey, Tara does 2 big thumbs up. Right back your way.
Okay, I'm not quite sure why this is with us. Is this Ryan's focus?
She points at the doors and then clasps her hands together and throws them to the side, and then points at the crystal.
Ah, I see they have also figured out what the crystals do. Not really sure how to
Nice.
pantomime that we know.
Tara, I'm gonna roll for this. Tara wants to do flag whistle signs.
Doesn't Terra have the ability to draw in the air?
Oh, huh. That would make sense.
You can write in the air.
She
Here I was about
grabs
to
her
do
luminance.
skywriting.
Yeah, Tara's gonna write fucking sick bruv in the luminance brush.
You see Orion like face palm, and then she points at the door, and then points up at Greed, and then basically does like a thumb across her neck, and then a thumbs up.
Oh, okay. They're going
What?
straight for it.
Wait, they're going to go actually confront
I like
Greed
how
right
this-
now.
Go ahead, please.
No, go ahead.
No, please go ahead. Say what you were saying. I apologize.
Oh, I did. It's up to Tara. She wants to respond to that.
Why is it up to me?
Because I'm talking to you.
Oh,
Reith
well,
watches Orion struggle with this, then he uses his thing to like try to connect to the Orisu orb for a message.
all right. What's the orb say?
Uh,
I don't know if the leader has the orb with him, but
he does not. It is in his office.
hey, anybody
Okay.
here? Does anybody pick up when Reith dials?
If no
Went to
one picks up.
voicemail.
Wait, sorry. What's you doing?
Orion, walk over here and show them the fucking explosives. They'll get the idea.
She walks over and like grabs one of the like bundles of whatever the fuck it is and points at the thing.
Oh, it's go time apparently.
That's what I was saying. They're planning to take out Greed right now.
Well, it looks like to me.
Jesus, we've got to get the other people out of the Spires before we do that.
Well, we need to go communicate with them first, then.
It'd be wise. I know how to get there fast, but it might not be quiet. I'm a little afraid the vibrations might cause problems. So we're not going to be able to get
Cause
that close.
problems. Sorry, you see Tara looking up at you with very beady eyes. Please cause problems.
Oh my god.
I like you.
Oh my god, like the photo tattoo rat.
Yeah.
It's going to be weird, but you want to hold on to my leg for a minute?
Are we gonna do the coattails meme?
You're about to get Tony Stark all the way across the field with me.
I am so excited. Please yeet me.
I mean, I'm going to eat both of us.
Yeah. Bonus.
Yeah, basically, I want to do the same trick I did in when we were going against the Yearning Tree to use my hands as thrusters to emanate fire
Sure.
and propel us that way.
It is a bit squiggly. Would you please roll for your landing with Tara clinging on your leg? Wrong die. Wrong die.
Oh, it's
This one.
not that one. Okay.
Yeah, I
Oh,
tried to make that one
I keep
work.
forgetting this
Yeah.
Is it gonna land? There we go.
It's a bit shaky. Go ahead.
Finish the thing. I'm just being myself.
Oh, you're fine. So it's a bit shaky. You land perfectly fine. Tara does not have as good of a fate as she slips off before you get to the landing destination and just goes flap against one of the rocks.
Oh no! You didn't go
I've been folded.
through.
Okay, yeah,
Why
hi.
did that come
I was trying to tell you, and then the Orisu guys just gonna go back inside. I was trying to tell you, we found explosives. Wreaths disabled them, we think. Or at least disabled their ability to be detonated, remotely. So, now, we have a lot of disconnected explosives that are still armed next to a crystal, and it's fun times.
Yeah, it looks like it's rigged.
What we
Good.
found is that crystal is highly explosive.
Ah,
Oh,
Yeah, that's why it's near the crystals, because well, the Orisu just showed us, did a little demonstration with a piece that Terra brought back, clapped his hands together, and the percussive resonance of it was enough to cause a large-scale explosion.
well, that's bad. These towers are rigged to fall onto that crystal if they get set off. I assume that's really bad for the city.
I think that would be catastrophic for the city, considering the size of this crystal.
Okay, so Greed literally planned to drop his people's families' homes onto a giant explosive to take out the city as a final plan. That's lovely. You guys go get the people, like, go evacuate the towers. I am going to keep guard here and make sure that nobody, like, no sleep, like, agents try to come and set the explosives off manually.
Well,
And I'm gonna,
I've got an idea for that.
huh?
Remember what we did to the earning trade?
Oh, you're gonna encase
Encase the crystals, and then we can move them with ease, or with enough titanium around them, or tungsten. That should hopefully contain any explosive matter.
I'm no engineer, but could you reinforce it so we can't take down the towers?
I mean, I can make it as thick as we want.
Yeah, we might want to like solidify the base of the towers here so that they can't be blown up, because we can try to get into this door and try to disarm the explosives. I'm worried that if we fuck up, it could take the whole towers down. I really would like to see the people out of here and safe before we try anything. Though
Agreed.
if this would be cataclysmic for the city, that's even worse.
It would definitely cause a lot of problems, so I think it would definitely be in our best interest to evacuate the Spires first, which the Arists have already agreed to take them in. So we have refuge, or we have a refugee camp already in the works. But if we can reinforce the towers and block the crystals from impact, well, there goes that trump card.
Well, why don't you guys go get the people out? I'll focus on guarding this place and making sure nobody comes set it off, and I'll make sure there's no remote connections we missed. And once the people are out, we can try to reinforce it and disarm the explosives.
You sure it's something they can't trigger remotely? Because if we start moving people out of the tower, then if they have any type of remote way to do this or a failover, we might be completely fucked.
Wreath points to the wires he disabled and shows Firefist the crystals inside the tubes. Looks like this is their plan for remote detonation. Is there any secondary? I mean, probably not, but
Who's got a high investigation?
probably.
Hello.
And Terry, you want to roll to see if you can find the backup plan?
God damn it.
Right underneath my investigation, which is 16.
Jesus Christ, okay.
You find that there is a small gap in one of the doors, and it is more like the stone has kind of collapsed around the door a little bit, just from being there. And in typical Greed fashion, it has not been repaired. It's just more been hidden by, another little plate. As you peel that plate back, you can see a little bit inside one of these rooms. The light cast again allows you to see that the explosives are indeed magical, and they do indeed have a trigger word for them. The range at which this happens is not clear, but from what you can tell, there is definitely a method of detonation that revolves around them just hearing whatever word it is.
I know I'm not there, but based on the way that communication pipeline probably worked, you'd probably be right up next to it for it to activate.
Well, do we want to try reinforcing the towers preemptively?
Not today. This is recon.
I think
Remember?
you're a little past that.
I mean, we can do it
Just got a
now.
point. Just got a
More so in
point.
the sense that it
If
is
we're going
after
to do-
11.
Well,
Yes.
that, and it's something where if we were going to kick this off, we would want to make sure the entire party's present for damage control and this to go as smoothly as possible.
That's fair.
So, that's out of character in character. I think we have the information we need, and we've already put it in their plans. Hopefully they don't notice it, but we're going to have to act within the next few days at minimum. So I think it would be wise for us to get everyone back together and start this off as soon as we possibly can to make sure we have the upper hand.
All right. Sounds good.
So I guess Firefist will suggest everyone go back to the Martyr of Starlight to reconvene.
Yep,
Works
I'm
for
down
me.
with that too.
Sure. Uh, but yeah, that is we can definitely go back and meet up with our lads. Whoa, whoa. And you're free to do as you have been.
I
As
guess
I
we
soon
all
as they open the
update
door
each
and
other.
walk in. Yeah. Oh, guys, hey, glad you're back. I want to shoot something I've been working on for a little while here. I was actually just about to show Alice and Luna, but since you guys are here too, this works fucking fantastically. Okay, hang on. Come inside. Get in here. Come
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, God.
on. No, God. Okay, so as you shut the door. Okay, so I had a thought when we were at the Templar. I realized that we really don't have a great way to talk to each other. So I'm gonna try and fix that. Hey Saber, can you turn on the projector in the table, please? And as he says that, a projector similar to the one in his workshop lights up from this like centerpiece here to show his schematic. I remember that little like handheld communicator we found in the deep. This is a while ago now. Well, I've had it. I'm messing around with it. I think I'm close to figuring out a way that I can make all of you a piece of jewelry similar to my glasses that we can talk to on through Saber.
Oh shit, that's fucking cool.
It's useful.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Reith, you and I are already able to communicate, so I don't really it would be redundant for me to make you one. But for the rest of us, I think this would be a great idea, especially with the fact that the only two of us that can really talk when we're separated is me and Reith.
And
Surprised
Alice, were you
nobody
about to say
asked
something?
how I can. Surprised nobody has asked how Reith can do that yet.
I will begin. Which
Goat.
actually,
Funny
Reith, how
goat.
can you do that? Did she say something? I didn't even hear her say
What?
anything. She didn't say anything.
Were you trying to say
Did
something?
she?
I didn't say shit.
No,
Oh.
outside traffic, baby.
Your
Yeah,
hearing
I'm
takes
tweaking.
trust. You're
Sorry.
going crazy.
Oh.
Reith, how can you do that?
I was in a
Reach
ship.
reaches inside his own face into his head and pulls out a tiny orb.
You know what? I'm not surprised.
That's
Never
useful.
do that again, please. Yeah,
he
never.
sticks, he
never
sticks
do
his
that again.
fist back into his own face.
I hate you so much sometimes. This is one of them. Anyways, we had a great conversation with the Templar. How to go on your end?
The homes of the Orsus family are rigged to explode and fall on an even bigger exploding crystal, which would doom the city.
Oh god, that's awful.
What?
What?
No,
Hey,
he said it all wrong.
Your guys' conversation your guys' situation is a lot more exciting than ours. Ours is just more.
Exciting's a word for it. Fucked up
Yeah,
is
this is-
what I would have gone for.
You know what I mean. Oh, Firefist, our conversation will actually cost the city some money. As a sign of good faith, I offered that we would pay them some funds to repair the damage we did back during your campaign.
Say not be.
That's what their fundraising was for, was to fix that. They're obviously having trouble raising the money. I said we would help cover the difference between
And
what
they
they
were,
don't have, or what they do have, and what they're trying to get to.
and they were also after the old key, right?
Yes,
you-
so they were after the key, but not to give it to Greed. They were after to get it themselves because they don't like Greed, which is fair.
I mean,
Um,
dude's
we
very like at this point. I expect to find out he's got a puppy kicking chamber.
yeah, yeah, probably. But anyways, we did end up filling. Oh, by the way, the tall man, their leader, I was able to actually get his name. He did introduce himself to me. His name is God. What are my fucking words?
Orem.
Orem. Thank you. His name's Orem.
Yeah, I got you.
It means gold because trust didn't look very far in the Latin dictionary.
Damn.
You want to know what's even funnier? The fact that I don't even remember that that's the case. I just knew that it sounded magic, and it was a name that I've heard in some flavor of JRPG that sounded really fucking cool. So I chose it.
That's funny. Oh,
Yeah.
and first, I did inform him about the door being updated. I did speak to Reith about this earlier, and he said it would be a good idea that we could use if he gives Greed his key, we could use that as a bit of leverage. But I didn't directly suggest that to him. Alice also ended up making a contract with him after he did agree to to work with us. Alice made a contract to ensure this. By if he betrays us, Alice gets his soul.
Damn,
Well
Um,
then.
Well,
you're
that's
doing
new.
you're doing the mythical goat demon thing now, eh?
Well, it seemed a pretty steep cost for betrayal, and surprisingly, there's no downside for our end. So
Oh.
I don't
And
think we'll have to worry about the Templar.
Well, what did
his
you tell him we
priority,
would? What did you tell him we would do?
we would come to his aid. If anything comes from his
Well-
people, we would be there to help his people
Well,
and
Well,
his segment of the city, because
I mean,
his
that's
number one priority is his people.
that's a cost,
As
but
is-
that's what we would do anyways. So whatever.
Exactly.
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 It's-
The moment I mentioned helping repair the city and ensuring the safety of his people, because Firefist, he thought that if he betrayed us, we would kill everyone in his city or in his section. He thought we would personally come and slaughter all of them. The moment I reassured him that it wasn't the case, it was like a switch flipped.
Well,
Yeah.
considering how the previous rulers would rule with fear specifically, I'm not exactly surprised. It's probably the impression most of them got. Let's face
Well-
facts, they saw some of the demonstrations of power at the tournament, and it's
Yeah.
been quite literally a dog-eat-dog world.
Yeah,
Given,
that was also kind of the thing too.
I mean, given apparently Greed rigging in his entire the container of all his people's families to explode and fall on a giant crystal that would destroy the city seems to be normal for this place.
Which I can't. Wow.
Mark, do
so-
you know anything about this?
Nope, this is the first time I heard. I didn't know why they had a reason for sticking around. I guess I do now.
I don't think even they know. At least the families that are on the Spire don't know their things would explode, but
I mean,
probably
it's
the
a
ones
smart
at the facility
move.
do.
Threaten them with a vague threat. They don't need to look too far into it.
Yeah.
Well, Reith, how
We'll see
are
how
you?
smart it is when I secure that motherfucker on this sword from my eyeballed asshole.
Yeah, that too.
I like
Reith,
when you talk like that.
Please save it for your newly modified bed.
Tara holds up a sketchbook. I
Oh, no.
have new art.
Oh, that's terrifying. Reith, how are the explosives rigged?
We found a conduit with communication crystals leading to it, and they seem to be activated via command word. So I'd assume the command word, they need a command word to go to it, and that would set off the explosives. And the plan was to use those crystals. I don't currently know if they have a plan B.
Communication crystals.
Like the ones like the pacifier. The purifiers we're using.
Maybe we should have a chat with purifiers as well.
If you're worried that they're involved with it, I highly doubt it. Maybe some of the
I-
technology was stolen by Greed's cronies, but that's most likely.
No, that's exactly what I was getting at. I want to see if they did have a breach in there. So, I also want to check with them anyways and see how their new wizard was doing.
You make a good point. A follow-up might be good, if nothing else, when we get time. But first, the most pressing matter, we've got to get everyone out of the spires and evacuate the area. We've already talked to the Irisu, and they have agreed that everyone from the spire can take refuge there. So we at least have a place for them to go while we deal with the immediate crisis. But we have to be under the assumption that the moment they see us start to evacuate, that they will try to ignite those crystals.
Yeah, there's no way that's going to go unnoticed. We have to be ready for a fight the moment we take action.
I think we need to be ready for a two-pronged. We need to perform a two-pronged approach here. We need to get I believe we have the manpower from all the people we have on our side. We have the manpower to take him head on and evacuate the spires at the exact same time. So he's either distracted or too overwhelmed to try and activate the explosives.
Oh, I like your thinking.
I would rather
Oh.
avoid direct conflict with the cogs because if we can secure their families, they will turn to our side immediately.
That's what I mean.
Hopefully.
We siege the gate, get the spires evacuated. As soon as we have confirmation the spires are evacuated, we tell them that their families are free.
Before sieging the gate, I don't like the idea of putting civilians in unnecessary harm's way. Besides, it will cause disturbance no matter what way you look at it. But I do have an idea. If we can pinpoint Greed's exact location at a given point, we could slip in quietly and silence him quietly without ever alerting others. Then there will be nothing that speaks louder than walking out and carrying his head. There's going to be no arguments at that point if he's still a threat or not.
If you need people who can be get in and out for silent murder, I believe we do have Wreath, and I hate to say this, but Andromeda is very skilled in that department.
It's doable, but
Okay.
I would prefer we secure the people first.
Agreed.
Well,
So what I would suggest would be the two-pronged approach would be Wreath, Solstice, and I. We can be the covert team. If nothing else, we've got this big motherfucker for insurance. While Orion, Alice, and Tara secure everyone else and make sure they're well out of harm's way at the same time. They'll run a distraction, and that should give us the window to make the accomplishment.
If I may suggest an alternative,
What do you got?
By all means.
I think it would be very wise for us to utilize our combined powers to create a backup plan for if they do come to activate the explosives and get the families out. It's very highly unlikely that the forces that Greed commands will be willing to attack their own kind, especially given the fact that it is their families we are evacuating. In that way, we probably have a shield. If he does actually come after us, he's already out in the open, and we have a better chance of killing him anyway. The collateral is going to happen one way or another, but if we already have the families out of harm's way, even if he does activate the explosives, even if he does come out of hiding, even if he does attack us, we are all together and are going to stand a much better chance than just 3 men alone.
Hey,
Speaking
Kiwi.
of contingency plans, I'm going to take that monolith out and set it down. Celsius, do you think you can have Saber look over this? It was given to us by the Arisu.
Yes. Yes, again. Yes, again. He grabs it and it's fucking. He fucking in one move.
You are
grabs it,
like-
I
fucking
imagine.
gone.
I was gonna say. I imagine you are struggling to carry this motherfucker, considering it's almost as heavy as artery.
And what were you saying, Knox?
Yeah, don't worry.
Real quick?
He's just fucking gone.
I was gonna say, hey Kiwi,
Yeah.
how do you feel about a giant exploding crystal?
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Do you think you could move it for us?
Or, eat it.
Whatever.
I can ask. You see him like put both of his fingers against his temples, and you can hear him like audibly straining as he thinks. He's activating his one only brain cell for this specific moment. Sounds like a pot that's about to explode.
It's like a fucking alien on your laptop whining up trying to run a game.
It's like you just tried to boot an old PS3 for the first time in 5 years. And then suddenly he's like, yeah,
Yeah.
no further elaboration, just thumbs up, pure happiness.
Sweet. Well, there's one of our contingency plans for if they try to set off towers. At least we can move the crystal, so it doesn't destroy the city. But let's.
I think that was the eating part, but yeah, that works too.
I don't care how he gets rid of it. All right. Sounds like we have a plan for next session.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yippee!
Yippee.
Good. Fun times, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, you guys all rocked your segment. That was a lot of fun.
Trust, are you gonna put a Hitler mustache on this guy when we finally see what he looks like? Jesus Christ!
I think she's trying to paint it in the way that we will have no qualms of just fucking demolishing his bitch ass when we see him.
I mean, she established she finished that reach that goal 5 sessions ago, and she's been adding
He
more
is-
to it ever since.
He is quite literally someone who is hell-bent on becoming the most powerful, influential being and having complete control of the endless city one way or another, and he is making amply sure, as you can tell, that there is not a goddamn thing that stands in his way.
I honestly, this guy is so fucked up in the head and evil that I feel like the Queen of the Last Palace beats off to him.
Yeah. They're probably fucking.
He's taking note.
Yeah.
Green and Esther are boning. That's my new headcanon. Green
At
and
least
Esther
give
actually
Esther
precious to
some
the body.
fucking credit. Damn. Shit.
No, she doesn't deserve any fucking credit. She's a fucking stanky ass bitch.
I was thinking.
Stay ass, man.
I was thinking Greed and Res.
Both of them, fucking,
That's
they're all boning. They're having a goddamn throuple club. I don't know.
They're all over there. They're having a bitch club where they're being a bitch. They're all over there
Yeah.
having their bitch tea and their bitch
Yeah.
coffee and their bitch
Yeah.
cakes and their
Uh-huh.
Well, you know what? It's 1 down and 2 to go.
Hell yeah.
Nice work, guys.
Yep. Great work, everybody.
I think that I have this map finished.
Sweet.
Oh my god.
Yeah, great work on that, Mivix.
I will send that over here in just a second.
Yeah. Thank you so much, by the way.
Of course.
I like
No.
making art. It's kind of what I do.
That's impossible.
Me never.
Let's see who
I love how everyone
is-
bailed before you.
I did it like once, and everyone's like, "No,
You did it
never
at least 3
again."
times.
What?
First 3 or 4 sessions, so we had TTS.
I just loved it. I remember the one session that we did that there was, yes, you heard correctly. There was a guy who was definitely deserving of the Hitler stash. No, shut up. Don't play an advertisement over my fucking stream. Fuck you. Anyway,
Alice is about to stick a finger up her ass and go put it on its top lip.
What?
Alice is gonna give Green a Hitler's stash.
A shit stash?
Exactly. He just takes take a finger of her ass and stick it on his top lip.
Jesus.
Why are you like this, Rage?
Because I've seen South Park.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, he's got that. He's coming close to the levels of evil of Cartman during that episode where he fed a kid his own parents.
Scott Tenorman's parents must
Oh
die.
my
Yeah.
god, that's right. I forgot about that.
All right, so Monday I'll be
Yeah.
joining in on Unknown playing or hosting Jackbox for the Continental. Tuesday I will be hanging
Yeah, I
around my
might
usual
actually join that.
spaces. Go ahead, sorry.
Said hell, I might even join that.
Fuck yeah.
Yay! Rage's first Continental.
Wednesday I'll
Yeah.
be doing fucking something. I'll be doing work along Wednesday. Provided I don't have other things pop up, which I may, but nah. And I'll be working more on one of the two things that I have to go. Tonight. Oh god.
I think you're
Before
getting
I held the
kidnapped,
gun to my
Trust.
head. What?
I said I think you're getting kidnapped.
No. So Friday I will be beating Dragon's Dogma. Hopefully. Finally, I have all my stuff prepared. I am kick ass, and I'm gonna beat the dragon up. And then Sunday we will have more wizards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I sell things. I do things. Art. With Barry, say, give me your thin mints. Steal them. Goodbye. Do a crime.